right, and welcome to another episode of the Jumping the Rail podcast here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Reb Minderz coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz and Barkley.
Look at him.
Minderz is dog sitting this week.
Yeah.
Say hello, Barkley.
Are you wine?
Don't mute now. I heard you talking to Storm earlier.
Right? He will now because he's like, there's so many new things to look at.
Uh-huh. There's so many things to chew on in there.
Oh, yeah.
Is he wearing a vest or is that a collar?
It's his...
Like a harness kind of thing?
His harness, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, if you're watching this live, welcome. If you're listening to the audio, we hope you enjoyed my interview with Ted Arcidi, which we kicked this show off with. That was interesting, Minderz.
Was it?
To the point where even we did it at his place of business. And again, it was 9:30 his time. We actually get interrupted by a phone call. So that's what's happening in the middle of that interview. When you hear the phone ring and he's talking, you hear one side of the conversation. But
do you want down?
No, I'm good.
Not you.
No.
Do you want down?
I think he's happy there.
No, he's...
Nope.
Ow! That hurt.
He's a load, isn't he, Minderz?
He is. He's heavy boy.
Yeah.
Go on. Thank you.
I can hear the clickety-clack of his claws on the floor.
Go on. Oh, well. If he
That's
comes
right.
back in, he comes back in. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. At least he won't jump on the desk like Noodles does when she comes over here.
Oh, don't put it past him. If he could find a spot to get up here, he would get up here.
Oh,
he jumps on our counter.
I heard the stories about how he would ravage your home while you were gone.
Yep, so every time we leave, he comes with us.
Uh-huh. But he's good company, though, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. I'm not complaining about him.
No, of course not. Minderz, we're rambling like crazy here, but we've got a lot to talk about. We have 4 pay-per-views that happened just this weekend.
Did I get them all watched?
I think you did. AEW, WWE, TNA, NXT. So.
Oh, well, I got highlights of one watched.
Right.
I didn't get through all of it, but it's because my ESPN was acting
up. As you know, we took last week off, so there was no show, which means that our headlines is a little expanded this week. But
yeah.
But let's go first to the right background.
Hey, wait, did you see my shirt?
I like it. I dream of Meanie. All right, Minderz, let's go to headlines.
All right.
All right, Minderz, here we go. It is June 30th, 2026, the last day of the month before it gets ungodly hot here in the Midwest.
It's already ungodly hot. What do you mean before it gets ungodly hot?
Well,
we're already in a swamp ass watch. What the hell are you talking about?
We really are. I think there actually is a swamp ass advisory if you listen to Stephanie Cooper.
There is.
All right. So, first things first. This news dropped last week before the TNA pay-per-view came around, but Tommy Dreamer has departed TNA Wrestling.
Or was it before the pay-per-view?
It was before the pay-per-view, yeah.
Okay.
His name isn't on the credits.
Oh.
Yeah. It sounds like there were some differences in where each side wanted the creative to go. I guess TNA wanted more young stars getting elevated, and Tommy was kind of leaning on the tried and true people, from what I hear. And,
did they not watch who? Okay.
What?
Well, I'll have comments about that then when we get to the tag match from Slammiversary.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Anyway. That.
I was kind of pushing. I didn't know the Great Hands are going to be in that match until I put the pay-per-view on. So I was kind of hoping that they were going to win because I like those guys.
I was basically anyone but the Hardys.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Not so hot.
Anyway, all right. So Dreamer's gone. There were rumors that when you go into the rumors, you're just gonna
many rumors.
Yeah, but the rumors are gonna feed more into the whole conspiracy that WWE is gonna buy TNA, which still could happen. But do they need to? I mean, they're already using them.
I mean, they're already using them. As long as they have a working relationship with them, why do they need to own them?
Yeah, right. Why go through the red tape? But anyway, so I'm curious where. Obviously, Tommy's on Busted Open still. So I'm curious where he's going to go elsewhere. So
I wouldn't be surprised if he does like Maple Leaf or something.
He may. You never know. He's really tight with D'Amore, so he might.
That's what I was thinking. That's the reason I said I wondered if he was going to go to Maple Leaf, because doesn't D'Amore run that one? Yep. All
right. Saturday, Minderz, Night of Champions. we have our winners. Obafemi, Io Sky both win the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. I feel like somebody predicted this.
Yep.
Io.
We threw a lot of ideas out there, though.
We did.
This was kind of where we thought it was going.
Yeah. Io called her shot after she beat Liv in the finals, and then immediately said, "Okay, I'm going to beat you at SummerSlam now."
So, yeah, I wish they would have done a little more with that, but okay, whatever.
Well, they can't do that every time somebody wins a title shot and you don't know who they're going to go against. I know there are people saying they wanted Io to go challenge Rhea. The whole friend.
No, how many times have we seen that?
It's an old trope.
It is an old trope.
But Io and Liv put good matches on.
Ha! It wasn't the first thing he said. Yeah, we know you did, Barry. Hush.
Sean is right, though. The Cubs took 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee, which just makes me so happy because I cannot stand Milwaukee.
Doesn't surprise me.
We'll get into all of our picks and everything, who got what right here in a little bit.
We should, because I did really good on TNA.
Yeah. But the other thing about Oba winning is, I don't know if you noticed, Minderz, they're postponing his title shot. It's not going to be at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I noticed that last night.
But we're going to get more into that later. It didn't make it into headlines, but we'll talk about it when we talk about Raw. So
he called somebody a bitch to their face.
He did.
He almost got hooked for that.
All right, moving on here. AAA news, Minderz, from last Saturday, which we didn't get a chance to cover last week.
Crap. That was the one I forgot.
Están aquí. Los Perros del Mal, Minderz, one of my favorite stables from the old AAA, is back in AAA. Daga, who got signed by WWE to lead the group again. He wasn't the leader of the group before, but he was in the group. So I'm glad that they've got somebody from the original from the group in it. And it's not just a bunch of, because it's the Garzas and Carmen Petrovich with them.
Okay.
So I'm glad it's not just WWE people they put the name on. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's got a little. It's like if they put the Horsemen together without like Flair or Arn involved. I would. So I'm curious.
It took 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
All right, we got some end news, Minderz. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so starting with Night of Champions, nobody saw this coming.
Barry did.
Barry did. Sammy won the belt in front of his people.
Yeah.
Gunther was not happy.
No.
Poor Nick Aldis almost got killed.
Yeah.
And now he's on administrative leave, according to Michael Cole.
Yeah. So Adam Pearce has to take care of both nights.
I think Sammy has the potential to be a Bret Hart heel here. Where he's hated in America, but everywhere else he's
loved.
Completely and utterly beloved.
Yes.
And as mentioned on, Sean says, according to SmackDown spoilers filmed yesterday, which, should we go into it?
No. I haven't watched them. Did you watch them?
I did not.
Well.
So we will not. We will discuss it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll discuss it on Tuesday.
This is Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
You mean next Tuesday? Gotcha.
I seen it. No, Bari, stop.
Oh, don't
put that out in the universe, Bari Sinclair.
What happened?
You've been stooged before, Bari Sinclair.
You have.
I'm not afraid to do it again.
We're not scared to do it again. And I don't remember what that one was for.
I can't remember. It was something. I think it was something Jey Uso related.
I think it was too. Hey, at least he didn't get King of the Ring.
That's true. I mean, how are you going to go against the ruler, though? I mean, it's in his name.
Right, exactly. I understand.
Or kingly.
Sean, we have a format. You know this. Huh?
Oh, it was Bella winning the tag titles is what Bari put out in the universe.
That was it. Hey, thanks, Scott.
I'm glad somebody pays attention to stuff that happened 2 months ago.
Right?
Because even we forget.
Okay, with as much wrestling as we watch and as many storylines as we've got to keep up on.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
By the time you do try to stay up with all the AEW, try to stay up with all the WWE, try to stay up with all the NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we got TNA vendors.
We got TNA. And then hold on, let's throw in PWE and Iron Spirit and AVW and New Wave and
at least that's not on the same show.
No, but still, we have to still watch it all.
I know. No, I'm with you.
I just don't know how you do it. You keep a lot better remembering than I do.
It's a curse and a gift.
Yeah. And I have a better memory in our group of friends at Michelle's. Yeah.
Hey, Minderz, speaking of TNA.
Yep.
We have a new TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
I feel like somebody called that.
I think somebody did, and it wasn't, I don't think it was me. But anyway, Nick Nemeth, with a little bit of chicanery with his brother Ryan.
Little help.
And hit a guy with a big trophy, that helps too. Did you notice that Santana gigging himself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll talk about that. You know how many people I saw gig themselves this weekend?
There's a few instances where production could have been a little better on TNA.
And AEW. And
yeah. But Sean, you're getting ahead of me, buddy.
Sean, slow down.
It's been 2 weeks. He's got all this stuff in his head he wants to get.
I know. He's been waiting.
He's like Barkley.
Yeah.
I don't
even know where he went. He took off somewhere.
He's probably watching your mom making a quilt or something.
Pillow. Yeah.
Pillow. Some sort of sleepery.
I hear Santana's...
I don't know if I agree with AJ there. But the first one, yeah, that was just bang,
the first
bang.
one was kind of a joke.
The second one, I think they did better.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the stuff with Macklin, which...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Santana's...
He's probably out the door.
He's probably out the door on his way to WWE, honestly.
Probably, yeah.
More so NXT than...
I'd say probably NXT.
Yeah.
I think he'll be around at least through October because I think he's got to put Conan in the Hall of Fame. All right. Also, Slammiversary Minderz, new Knockouts champion, Xia Brookside beat Li Ying Li.
I think you called this one.
I think I did too. I like that Xia Brookside, especially now she's a heel.
I know, she's such a
bitch. One thing that didn't make it into headlines, but would have definitely been discussed last Tuesday, Laya Valkyria turning heel on Bailey.
Yeah.
Where's that been?
I don't know.
I was into it. I thought it was good stuff.
I did like her promos she did on Raw.
Lyra got her balls.
Yeah, about damn time. What did she do? She's really walking in Becky's footsteps now.
Little bit. Not for nothing, she was kind of walking in Zaya's footsteps. Because her heel turn was very similar to Zaya and Lee splitting up.
Yep.
Speaking of Slammiversary, Minderz, we got more new champions at Slammiversary. The Hardys won the tag team championship in the ladder match. You were thrilled.
FBM.
And we'll talk about these matches more when we get to talk about the pay-per-views. But
you could have got away with it because the guy would have never known what you were talking about. Wouldn't have had a clue.
Probably, yeah. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Then
little inside talk.
Yep. Also, Slammiversary Minderz. They have all kinds of new champions there. Oh, not that one.
You already showed that one.
I showed that one. Yeah, I wasn't doing that just to tick you off.
Yes, you were.
Allie and the Rosemary won the Knockouts tag titles over the Elegance brand.
Somebody called that one.
Yeah. They blew the mist right in the concierge's face.
Yeah. That didn't work out so well for them.
No.
I like that Rosemary.
Yeah. I like Allie better in TNA than I did in AEW.
Definitely. She's not a bunny anymore.
Well, she's technically still a bunny, but she's not wearing Playboy bunny ears and gothed out.
She's like the creepy bunnies.
Was or is?
Is.
Ah.
She had her face all painted this.
She had her face painted up a little bit. But,
yeah.
You know, hang out with Rosemary, you got to kind of blend in a little bit.
Well, yeah. Kind of rubs off on you.
Yep. All right, man, there's more and new, but this time from NXT Great American Bash. Kendall Gray beat Lola Vice for the NXT.
Zaya Brookside? What are you talking about, Zaya Brookside?
I got Zaya on the brain. We were just talking about her. But how good was this match, Minderz?
I was rewatching it when I was talking to you earlier.
Watching that match, I couldn't pick a winner. Like watching the match, I know I picked a winner during the preview, but watching it, I couldn't tell who was going to win.
You were wrong.
Sean, I don't know if it should have been Kalani. I think it was Kendall was due.
Not Kalani.
And also, by the way, I'm happy they didn't go the obvious route with Ren Sinclair screwing Kendall over. That could have been so easy to do.
It could have been, but I'm glad they didn't.
I'm glad they didn't. You want to see Bari's favorite headline of the week, Minderz?
Yes, let's see Bari's favorite headline of the week.
I say that facetious. I was thrilled about this.
Okay.
I was so happy. Look who's back, Minderz.
Taters and mustard.
I'm sorry. I am a fan of Jay White. I have been since he was in New Japan. I know Bari's not. But the way they did it, too, was so good.
Sean? I don't know. She just got the damn thing. Cheeky bastards.
We're going to make a t-shirt and sell it on Brainbuster T says, Sean, I don't know.
Yeah, Sean, I don't know. I thought you were going to say we were going to make a shirt that says cheeky bastards.
You never know. I liked how they did this. This is surprisingly long-term storytelling out of Tony Khan. Because for those that don't remember, what?
Was it Tony Khan or did White maybe have
I'm sure Finley and White had something to do with it. But to be presented on AEW for long-term storytelling is saying something. Because Finley's the one that kicked White out of Bullet Club and knocked him and cost him his New Japan gig.
Uh-huh.
And then White comes back after a year and screws him out of the tag titles. That's just good storytelling.
It's really good storytelling.
And now the Bang Bang gang is all back together. Both guns are back. You got Ace Austin. You got Juice Robinson, who looks like Juice Robinson again, Minderz.
I know. I'm so excited.
He did not look right with no beard and short hair.
He didn't. I'm so glad he looks like Juice Robinson again.
Oh my goodness.
As long as he doesn't look like his alter ego from NXT, we're good.
Oh, CJ Parker?
CJ Parker.
That was a bad gimmick.
That was a terrible gimmick.
And he broke Kevin Owens' nose on his first night.
Yep, sure did.
All right, Minders, we got one more headline from Forbidden Door. I almost said Forbidden Door. It's not even a word.
I mean, it's basically the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But main event, Minders, Will Ospreay, he just sealed his title shot for All In at Wembley.
That was actually I will say that was a good match. There were parts of it, though, that pissed me off.
That was one of my two favorite matches on this show, and he's going to get either Mark Briscoe or MJF after what happened at the pay-per-view. I guess that match is happening Wednesday.
Really?
What?
You're throwing Mark Briscoe's name in there. You know better.
He's got a title shot Wednesday.
You know better.
Minders, we don't know. Tony is nuts. How do you know it's not going to? How do you know he's not going to have Briscoe win and make it a 3-way?
Yeah, that's true. He could do that. I don't think that's where the money's at, but okay.
Neither do I.
Plus, I'm not sure Briscoe will go to England.
Won't or can't?
Little bit of both.
Well, he's got 8 kids. Do you think he wants to leave the wife with 8 kids for? Well, Papa Briscoe's around though.
Hey, Sean. We'll talk about it when we talk about Forbidden Door.
I feel like we need to make Sean. We'll get there into a sound clip, so I can just click on a sting and make it. He's acting like we forgot things. We haven't
forgot. You just got to give us time.
Yeah. Minders, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How's your brain?
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
All right. Should we check your brain?
Yep. Let's check my brain.
All right. We're going to check your brain. Here we go. All right, it is time for Name That Wrestler. Minders, you know how this works. I show picture, you guess picture. Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes it's a little rough.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. All right, Minders, this is a color photograph of a current wrestler.
Okay.
You might want to look at the screen to see this.
Yeah, hold on. I was just double checking something.
Okay.
All right.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Also, you might notice the overlays they fade in and out, so it looks a little. It's not quite as bam right in your face.
Right. Very nice. You did a good job.
Well, it's really StreamYard did the work, and I just found the button to click on. He does not look like a happy camper.
He doesn't. But that red hair kind of gives him away.
Really? I thought it was blonde hair when I looked at the picture.
No, that's red hair. And that's Mr. Sheamus.
You don't think it's Bax?
No. No.
Okay, it's Sheamus.
I told you.
You probably could have glued a beard on that kid's face and it would have looked like Sheamus.
It would have looked the exact same. Hold on. I got to figure this one out. Okay. Hold on. I got to go to where somebody sent me one, so I'm double checking the year.
Sean wants everybody to know that LeBron is leaving the Lakers. Okay.
Was I supposed to? Oh.
I'm not a big LeBron or Laker fan.
I forgot.
I don't think he's going to the Spurs. I kind of hope he doesn't because they've got a good core. So. Ordinarily, being on a phone while on the air is frowned upon. But I know you're doing business there, so I'm not.
Yeah, I'm doing business, so back off. Wait, that's not the one I want. Barry, what year is it? Send me a text.
Put it in the comments.
No, don't put it in the comments.
Oh my goodness.
Please. Thank you. Dang it.
AJ, be nice. We have so many live viewers, we can't keep losing them.
yeah, we can't lose them. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. It doesn't say
All right.
what year this is.
Where's the thinking music? I think you might. All right, I had to stop because I don't know how far we can go before I have to start paying.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah. Hey, Minderz, you want to hear something? What?
Go ahead.
Something fun. Our main event this week is going to be something we've only done once because it's the 5th week of the month.
Oh. That means a what if?
It's JTR What If. But again, that's the main event. But I think I've got an interesting one. And I got an assist from a very cool resource that we'll talk about when we get to it.
Good to know. I'm trying to figure out what year this is.
Okay. If I play the open, is that going to give you time?
Maybe, we'll see.
All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw it up here. You got 15 seconds.
Ooh, maybe. Or we may just go with the one that I pulled up and I'll save the other one. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. Actually, nope, this isn't it, but it's close. Oh, wait. Yes, this is it. Okay, cool. I think you're going to get this one pretty quick. So, 9 matches.
Okay. Minderz, real quick, this is, what show is this? So you were going to run down a pay-per-view or notable event,
Yes.
match by match. I have to guess what it is.
Correct.
You said 9 matches, including the dark match. I'm going to have a picture.
There is no dark match.
Okay. You don't have a picture of this, do you? So I'm going to take Stitch off the screen.
You can take Stitch off. If I just freaking found it, how the hell did I have time to put a picture up?
I don't know.
Okay.
And
all right, so you have 9 matches.
When I get it figured out, I will hit my old-timey car horn.
Okay, and I am going to say I will be impressed if you don't get it before 4. But I know the 4th match. I know the 4th match will give it away.
Okay, then I'm going to say 3 then, just to make it interesting.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Midian versus the Godfather.
Okay, now you didn't say naked Midian, so that kind of is an indication of what year we're looking at here. Okay, continue.
Ivory versus the Fabulous Moolah.
Okay.
This is your 3rd match.
Mm-hmm.
New Age Outlaws versus the Hollies.
Versus the Hollies. Okay.
Okay. What is it, Reb?
Is it No Mercy 1999?
Yeah! Very good. Well, it seemed fitting. Because you had, so you have the Godfather defeated Midian in a singles match.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fabulous Moolah with Mae Young defeated Ivory. Singles match for the WWF Women's Championship.
Uh-huh.
The Hollies, Hardcore and Crash,
of course,
defeated the New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, by disqualification.
Were the Outlaws tag champs?
Nobody was tag champ.
Okay, I think this was Rock and
It wasn't them.
Champs. Must have been Rock and Sock at this point then. Okay. Continue.
China defeated Jeff Jarrett in a good housekeeping match.
Yeah, that would have definitely gotten it.
That's why I said, I was like, you'll definitely get it at 4. I'm hoping you get it before. Yes, Barry did help. Barry didn't help me find it. I hope this was the right one. The Rock defeated the British Bulldog in a singles match. The New Brood, Jeff and Matt Hardy, with Gangrel, defeated Edge and Christian for the managerial services of Terry Reynolds and $100,000.
Terry Runnels.
Didn't I say that? What did I say?
You said Reynolds.
Reynolds.
The Terry Invitational Tournament Minders.
The tit.
Jerry Lawler had all field day with that, by the way. And not for nothing, my favorite tag team ladder match of all time.
It's really good.
It really is.
Val Venus defeated Mankind.
Mm-hmm.
X-Pac defeated Bradshaw, Farouk, and Kane in a 4 corners elimination match.
Mm-hmm.
And Triple H, the champion, defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin in a no-holds-barred match for the WWF Championship.
With an unlikely assist from The Rock, I believe.
Strange
an accidental assist from The Rock.
There you go.
And just a few weeks later, Austin got hit by a car.
I did it for The Rock.
Your Rikishi impression is impeccable.
It's terrible. All right.
All right. Should we do birthdays, Minders?
Have you done Hoots and Judies or Stooges?
Well, let's do birthdays first. It's on the list. It says birthdays on the format, but
you didn't send me the format.
I forgot to send you the format. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's pretty cut and dry. After our usual stuff, then we're getting to pay-per-views. That's all you got to know.
That's pretty much what I figured.
All right. Anyway, birthdays. Look at that. We're so festive.
We are.
A couple cool ones here, Minders. The first one, our now former undisputed WWE heavyweight champion, Cody Raheem Rhodes, to those that say it on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how old he is. He's still south of 40, I think.
I don't think so. I'm on it.
Yep. But a dubious way to spend your birthday week to lose your championship in Saudi Arabia.
He is 41.
Oh, okay. I knew he was getting close to 40.
He's 41.
All right, so he's 41. 7 years ago, AEW started, yes?
Yep.
So he was 34 when AEW started.
Yep.
I know before he had said he was going to retire before he was 40, so I guess he must have changed his mind.
I mean, if you're cashing those checks that you're getting from WWE and plus merchandising checks.
True. And you got 2 babies at home.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our other birthday Minders, a birthday in the great beyond. Emphasis on the great. It's the Funker.
I saw that today.
Yes. Dickie Wabash is popping somewhere because we mentioned Terry Funk on the podcast.
Right. Although
JTR Hall of Famer.
There were a lot of there was a few references to the Funker this weekend in some of the AEW or at the TNA show.
Yeah, and also Mark Briscoe with the ladder went full funk.
Well, you had that, and you had the ladder on the. Maybe that was the one I was thinking of when Briscoe went full funker.
All right, so let's move on. We got some hoots and judies to talk about here, Minders.
Because please forgive me, I've only watched 4 pay-per-views today, and trying to.
All right, let's go. Good hoot of the week. There's old Robert Gibson there. This just reminds me, Minders, at some point soon, probably at the start of season 7, we got to do our babyface draft.
We do.
Because we did the heels last time. So it only makes sense we'd go baby faces next.
Yes.
And for my own sake, I hope I get the first pick, because if you get it, I know who you're picking, and you're going to make me want to throw things at you.
Probably.
All right.
More than likely.
Uh-huh. Would you like me to go first, or would you like to go first?
No, you can go ahead and go first. Because here's the thing. Everybody thinks they know who we're probably picking.
Probably.
And I feel like we did not take the low-hanging fruit this week.
he he thought Robert Gibson was Santino Marella's daughter in this picture.
Yikes.
That would make her
Okay.
quite homely.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's move on.
My hoot of the week, Minderz. I went to the AEW Forbidden Door pay-per-view because somebody
Which we will have more to say about this guy later.
Oh, for sure. But somebody was an absolute friggin' beast in his match, Minderz.
He was. Hey, I messaged you, and that was before I knew who your hoot was.
Mm-hmm. But
and I said that they're making him look amazing.
Yes. My good hoot is Jake Doyle, former Jake something to those who know.
I would say that's Jake something. That ain't no freaking Doyle.
Hey, if he put on bib overalls, he could be Jake O'Doyle.
Yeah, I see you Friday, possibly Saturday. Well, I'll see you for sure Saturday, and I'll see you Friday, maybe.
Are you threatening violence?
I am. I am threatening violence. Yeah, we'll just say that he looked like a complete total stud.
He looked like Jake something in that match.
Yeah. But
we'll talk more about that when we talk about the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Minderz, your hoot, please.
I went to the Indies. And it wasn't GCW.
No.
Which is kind of impressive.
It was the Vermilion County Fair.
It was the Vermilion County Fair. And who I am chalking up as to winning the Vermilion County Fair Battle Royal. I don't care what anybody says. This man won. Do you have the video? Did you get the video?
Oh yeah, you sent it to me, didn't you? Give me
a
second. I'll cue that up.
Okay. But
if my messaging wouldn't stop buffering.
Whoops.
My messenger is really kind of shitting the bed on my computer today.
Well, it doesn't like you today.
I guess not. All right, that's not going to happen, Minderz. We'll try to have it up for tomorrow on the Shootout.
Sounds good. So I'm going with Dallas Edwards. Because, yeah, he won. He stunnered one guy, and that was it. That was all she wrote. It was done.
It was, what's his name?
Exactly. It was, what's his name?
The guy that Herzog made a corn dog out of in Granite City once.
Yep. I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah. Also, capably refereed multiple matches on that show before the Rumble.
Yeah, did you notice that our other favorite referee didn't ref once? He was never in the ring.
No, he refereed the Rumble.
But he never went in the ring.
No, so he never had to take a bump.
He never went in the ring.
We'll talk more about that show tomorrow also on the Shootout.
Hold on, I'm going to look, see if I can at least find the guy's name that he beat up on.
I think Lenny posted the results on their Facebook page.
He did. That's where I'm looking.
All right.
But go ahead and I'll...
All right. Well, while I do that, let's go to our Judies. So, Judy. There we go. There's the fair Judy Martin, who does not look like Ariana Grace.
Nope. Oh, here we go.
All right.
Oh, nope. They're even calling it the Dallas Edwards won a 16-man battle royal.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, AJ put his good hoot up. His good hoot is Oba. King of the Ring is fitting for the ruler, he says.
Sorry.
And then also his Judy is Natty for getting her 6th Guinness World Record for most submission wins in WWE.
By a woman or a man?
What?
By a woman or man is what they were saying on NXT.
Yeah, just by a wrestler.
Yeah, by a wrestler, period.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's get to Judy's here, Minderz. If you allow, I will go first.
Go ahead.
Going to Slammiversary for this one. We talked about it briefly on the headline segment. I'm going with the brand spanking new Knockouts World Champion, Xia Brookside. The belt looks good on her, even though it's considerably larger than her waist.
Right? Yeah.
That was a good match. Good finish. I like the finish.
Right. And all this we will discuss more when we get into.
Yes.
Although it's already taken us almost 45 minutes to do our usual early stuff, but
we're getting there. We're getting there.
But we also we're 2 weeks, so it's 2 weeks.
That's true. Yeah, we had 10 headlines.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of comments. I appreciate all the comments, everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
James says, Zaya Brookside is awesome. I agree. I'm a big fan of her dad, Robbie Brookside. If you ever go back and watch some World of Sports stuff from the UK back in the day. All right. Minderz, your Judy, madam.
Dimitri Staley. Staley?
Staley. Dimitri can't be your Judy, Minderz.
No. But no, Scott finally figured it out. That was who Dallas eliminated.
I know. I was just giving you shit.
I mean,
just your timing. I said, "Who's your Judy?" You said Dimitri Staley.
I mean, Herzog did make him a corn dog.
He did.
Anyway.
Also, I believe Dimitri may have soiled himself when Herzog started coming to the ring in that Rumble because they were 1 and 2.
Yeah, let's talk about that tomorrow.
We'll ask Bari to weigh in on the smell of Herzog's cape.
Oh yeah, he got it thrown.
I feel bad for the kid in the bleachers that Herzog dropped that thing over his head.
Ugh. I can only imagine.
Minderz, Judy.
My Judy.
You forgot,
I went to NXT. No, I went to NXT.
Okay.
And I went to our new women's champion, Miss Kendall Gray.
A strong choice. If you hadn't picked her, I would have.
Yeah. I almost thought about going Lola. I thought about doing co-Judies, but because that match wouldn't have been as good as it was without the both of them.
That had crossed my mind also. Actually, I almost went with Lola just because she also defended that title on Saturday in AAA.
Yeah.
La Hiedra. So she had a weekend.
But the outfit, I love the throwback to Kurt Angle.
It's a very Anglish. People don't realize how good of an amateur wrestler Kendall Gray was.
She's so good.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I think that's why I like her so much is that she's a grappler.
She's legit, not. Yeah.
Yeah, she's legit.
They were really pushing that crossover talent match vibe because Lola's the MMA fighter, Kendall's the grappler. All due respect to old Lynn there, she's a shoot wrestler, like an amateur wrestler. But like really good match, great main event for that show. I dare say maybe the only match that could have been the main event. Seeing they open with Tony D and Evil.
And
I'm sorry, Naraku. I keep forgetting. I gotta call him by his name.
We'll discuss that later.
Yes. In the meantime, Minderz, it is time for Stooge of the Week.
Are we going with both our Stooges or just yours?
No, we'll save the one I had for when we talk about Raw.
So you're going with my Stooge?
I'm going. It's the Minderz Stooge.
It's a Minderz Stooge.
Who was not on Mount Stoogemore.
I'm not sure why. He should have been a long time ago.
Well, there's a case to be made.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm starting to realize.
What you mean having your mother body slam you at your wedding isn't enough of a reason to be on Mount Stoogemore?
I'm going to say this: her form wasn't bad.
No, her form was great. I'm sorry.
Yeah, between this and his brother getting chopped by Brody King at the wedding.
Yeah.
It was very much
I'm all for a wrestling motif. But really? Do you video it and put it out there in the universe?
Yeah, let's have a guy who was his company's world champion a month ago getting body slammed by his mother.
Right.
I'm very curious what Jim Cornette's going to say about this. It won't be pleasant. Do you think Mama Cornette ever slammed Jim?
No. Well, she might have slammed him up against the head, but no, I don't think she ever.
Oh.
Right? I don't know how much fighting you think we'll hear in the background. I still want a puppy cam.
What?
I want a puppy cam for Jim.
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch the Brothers of Destruction.
Uh-huh. Hopefully they don't destruct too much.
Well,
yeah.
They seem pretty smart.
Yeah, they seem like good puppers.
They do.
All right, so let's get into some pay-per-views. The first one was Night of Champions, chronologically, I believe, because that was 10 a.m. 1 a.m. 1 p.m. on Saturday.
What was I doing Saturday? I was running around with Michelle. We were having lunch.
Uh-huh. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing we did before, Minderz, because I've got Bleacher Report up. I want to see what they said about with the
That's
grade.
what I was just going to do, was to bring up Bleacher Report.
All right, so
because I read some of their stuff, it was actually, they did point out some good things.
Yeah. So the first match was the King of the Ring Finals, Obafemi versus Jey Uso. We talked about headlines.
I will reiterate that I've watched just the highlights of this because I just ran out of time.
Right, that's fine. I like the first sentence on this. It says, "It was egregious to think this would be much more than what it was, a short and sweet squash for Femi."
Right.
It wasn't a total squash, though. I mean, Jey got some offense in.
So did Brock the first time, but...
True. Yeah, Femi dominated a majority, as he should have, and went over in a decisive fashion, Bleacher Report says.
I mean, come on. We wondered if it would be Jey, but
I'm glad it wasn't.
You can't be building Opa the way you've been building him without somebody screwing him over.
True.
For Jey to win. Somebody would have had to screw him over.
Brock.
Yeah, Brock. Didn't you hear him? He doesn't watch the product.
Yeah, I heard. They finished up talking about this one. Despite being a former world heavyweight champion and incredibly accomplished overall, Uso is simply no match for Femi. So giving him an ounce of optimism only for him to ultimately fall short was the correct call. Keeping it on the shorter side and not watering it down with any interference was the way to go. I 100% agree with this.
Yes.
All right.
Most of the time I agree with what they say.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All right. Now, Minderz, we had, let me find it. Where's the paper? Where's Night of Champions?
Sean, we don't know. Sean wants to know, when do you think Oba gets his title match? Not at SummerSlam.
Not at SummerSlam. It'll be after SummerSlam.
After SummerSlam.
Did we not have Night of Champions picks?
I thought we did.
Well, I thought we did too, but I'm not seeing it on the thing.
Did you take them down?
I don't think so. I mean, I've still got Dream Wave and Iron Spirit Pro and PWE on here.
Hold on, I will look to see.
I think we both picked Oba. I mean,
yeah. Well, or did we not? We might not have had King of the Ring picks because they hadn't finished it yet.
Maybe
we didn't know if it was going to be Jey or Javon.
I don't think they announced much in the way of matches before, because remember, this was 2 weeks ago.
Right, this was 2 weeks ago.
So maybe that was the issue. So I know we both picked Oba to win the tournament.
Yes.
So
I was looking to see. Yeah, no, we didn't make picks because they didn't have them up yet.
Okay. Should we go pretties and sugars, Minderz, even though you didn't watch the whole show?
I mean, I don't. From what I saw from the highlights, there's only one match that I think deserves a low. I don't know. I mean, this is what it should have been. I'll give it 2.5.
Okay. Oh, oops. Where'd it go?
I'll figure something out. I'll make it work.
2.5. Okay. I'll agree just because Oba went over. If Jey had won, I would probably give it 3.5.
Yeah.
But I'll go 2.5 pretties.
Sean wants to know: do we think he beats Brock?
Of course.
Can we get through all the pay-per-views first? Then we'll.
Bleacher Report gave this match a C+.
Okay, so if you're looking at it, that's going to be about middle, which is basically what we gave it.
Okay. Notable moments and observations. This is my favorite part of this. Number 1, to say Femi is wildly over at the moment is an understatement. Yes.
No shit, Sherlock.
He's not just a domestic sensation either. He's been getting megastar reactions all around the world since WrestleMania 42. Saudi Arabia was no exception. WWE is wisely pushing him aggressively. Agree.
Agree.
Number 2, Jey Uso continues to come across as obnoxious, yet it hasn't waned his popularity with the audience in the slightest based on the crowd reaction he got here. He's an entrance, basically, is what he's saying.
Yeah, he's an entrance. That's it.
It's worth noting that he didn't show any heelish tendencies during this bout, but that doesn't mean he won't still be leaning in that direction going forward. We'll talk more about that when we talk about Raw. And finally, most importantly, no Brock Lesnar. What a pleasant surprise. No word on what this means for the Femi versus Lesnar rivalry and when WWE intends to resolve it. If Femi is now scheduled for a world title shot at SummerSlam, we're going to get to that. But perhaps this means he'll be pulling double duty and facing Lesnar on the other night of the event. I would have been okay with that, for the record.
Didn't somebody throw that out there? Didn't
Bully
you
Ray
throw
did.
that? Bully Ray did? Yeah.
Bully did.
It's like, didn't you tell me about something where they were?
Yeah, I brought this up on the show.
Where they were playing they were throwing around the idea.
Yeah. But it sounds like they are going to go a different way, but we'll talk about that when we get to Raw.
Yeah.
All right. The next match on the show was the finals of the Queen of the Ring. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, who is the women's world champion. Okay, Danhausen was out on the stage beforehand to greet the Riyadh crowd, only to be interrupted by Morgan. That's not good.
That's not good.
She wasn't happy about Danhausen stealing $100,000 from the Judgment Day, which led to Danhausen predictably casting a curse on her before her big match. And I think she slapped him, too.
Did you hear any of that?
I heard a little tiny thing, not much. I don't know what it was. I'm not looking at the camera.
Hey, Dickie's here.
Hey, Dickie, Jigminton. Hey, we talked about Funk.
We did talk about Funk.
It's his birthday. All right. There was a bit of uncertainty surrounding the outcome, but definitely not after the curse, which is a shame because the two ladies were on to deliver a quality contest. Needless to say, this went almost double the time as Femi and Uso, and thankfully so. Yeah, I'm glad they got time.
Yeah. Well, it should. I mean, they're both smaller girls that shouldn't have been one just destroys.
Some of Morgan's best bouts in recent years have been with Sky, and she put forth another commendable performance here. The crowd was into the action and responded favorably to Sky's victory. I'm going to say, real quick, I want to go on the record here, Minderz. Io Sky.
Are you going to say something? Are you going to say something that you've never said before, or what?
Io Sky almost got stooged this week.
Oh?
So a lot of the match, Liv was working on the leg.
Mm-hmm.
Io was selling the leg.
Mm-hmm.
It was very compelling.
Mm-hmm.
Last 40 seconds of the match, Io seems like she forgot to sell the leg.
The leg's fine all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, the leg's fine. She steps on Liv, climbs up, hits a flawless moonsault, gets the pin. And then after the match's over, then she remembers to sell the leg. Sean, I think I said this. Didn't Sean say Liv was going to win?
I think he did. Maybe we need to go back and...
Where's the clip?
Where's the clip?
Scott Harden, you remember everything. Did Sean say Liv was going to win?
Yeah.
This match got a B from Bleacher Report. I'm inclined to pretty much agree. I'm going to give this a 2. I thought it was a good match.
I'll give it 2.5, just because.
Because again, highlights.
Highlights.
Yeah, I got you.
And and the outcome was kind of what we had
hoped.
Predict. Yeah.
Notable moments and observations.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Dickie's throwing words.
Uh-oh, hang on.
He said, "Don't you dare do that to Io."
What, make her stooge? I don't want to. Io's my favorite wrestler in WWE in the women's division.
Oh, Sean said no, he wanted her to lose so her downfall can start.
But I think I remember a few weeks talking about that term, and he's like, Liv's going to win.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I'm not going to. We got notable moments and observations, Minderz.
Yes.
Number 1. Danhausen has been involved with Judgment Day recently on Raw, so his cursing of Morgan here wasn't random. But WWE does need to be careful not to get too cute with the curses. It foreshadowed the finish for anyone over the age of 10. Yeah, that seems like somebody's trying to suck the fun out of things.
Yeah. Dickie says, we would have fought. Io is the best women's wrestler right now.
I agree. Minderz, how much have I sung the praises of Io Sky the last year and a half?
Highest one on your... Although, I think Kendall Gray's starting to give you a little bit of a run for money.
Lola
Or
Vice.
Lola, yeah.
Yeah. Lola's my favorite on NXT. Io's my favorite overall.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2. Much like with Femi versus Uso, the lack of outside interference was appreciated. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez might have to hear about that from Morgan on Monday's Raw. I'm not sure if they did. That should tease more tension within the ranks of Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I feel like that's the best way to do it, because I thought that was kind of what the whole deal was, that they couldn't have anybody. There was no outside interference for any of it.
They never said they couldn't, but I'm glad that they didn't.
Yeah.
Then the last one here. Following her win, Sky announced that she chooses to challenge Morgan for the Women's World Championship at SummerSlam. That confirms the rematch in 5 weeks, and Morgan probably won't defend her title until then. Parentheses, something she hasn't done since winning it at WrestleMania. Close parentheses. Ridiculous. I wouldn't hate seeing Liv get like a warm-up match, like a squash match on TV, just to defend it against somebody.
Give her
Maxine. They're kind of.
I was just gonna say that, but I hate to do that because she was in there with Raquel Monday.
Yeah. All right.
I was almost thinking about, what if you would bring up something like
somebody from Evolve.
Yeah, like what about or even like Tatum Paxley?
Or what's the name of the third girl in Fatal Attraction or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I can never remember.
Not Fallon.
Yeah, I know, not Fallon, the other one.
Yeah, Sean, this is where you shine, buddy.
Yep.
Who was the third member of Fatal Influence? I'm sorry, I said Fatal Attraction. Fatal Influence.
I don't remember.
While we're waiting for that, third match, Minderz, was the cage match, Rollins and Breakker, which was my favorite match on this show.
From the highlights that I saw, it looked like Laney Reed.
Laney Reed. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
He also adds Raquel won't be Sol Ruca. Okay.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So Rollins and Breakker.
I mean, this one had the story behind it, so
it really did.
That's the one that I just wasn't sure how much interference the rest of the Vision got into it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you rank this sugar-wise?
I give it 2.
2. I agree. I would go 2 also. There's what? I'm sorry. Nope. Down to half of a sugar. There we go. Half of Sugar's head was late. So you go 2 sugars. I go 2 pretties.
I mean,
what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's one of those matches that I expected it to be good. Everything else they've done.
There was a lot of fuckery in this match.
Well, I mean, it's a cage match. What? It's a cage.
True. So Bleacher Report.
Boy, infinite wisdom.
It was weapons galore as both Rollins and Breakker brought tables, chairs, and anything else they could find into the ring with them. The cage itself is the selling point of this stipulation, so although they made the most of the extreme environment, it was unnecessary.
Don't take away our fun with it.
I'll bet he loved the friggin' cage match on AEW.
I bet he did too.
He continues, despite that, they had quite the entertaining, hard-hitting affair. Why do you sound... Mark Twain said, never use a $50 word when a $5 word will do.
Right.
So don't church it up, son. Rollins endured several spears, and Breakker didn't go down easily. It was a war, plain and simple. There was a lot of false finishes in this.
As it should have been.
Mm-hmm. Rollins putting Breakker through the table with the superplex was arguably the highlight, along with the curb stomp off the top rope that earned him the victory.
I did see that. That looked pretty gnarly.
They took the approach of showing Breakker still had fight left in him before Rollins delivered the final blow. So yeah, they kept Brown strong in this match, which I liked.
Well, I mean, it's Seth, so...
True. Seth's going to make everybody look good.
Seth usually makes... And it's not that I like Seth, but Seth usually lets his opponent...
I've been a Seth fan since he was Tyler Black.
Yeah, I know you have.
I know. Yeah, I'm an indie guy. Bleacher Report gave this match a B+. Well,
that's basically what we gave it.
Pretty much. All right. Notable moments and observations.
Okay, here we
Number
go.
one.
I love this.
Michael Cole mentioned multiple times that both men were undefeated inside the steel cage prior to this premium live event, which made Rollins' win that much more meaningful. I wouldn't have known that, to be honest with you.
Okay. How many has Breaker even been in?
I know of at least 2 in NXT.
Okay.
I don't know about WWE.
I don't think he's been in any in WWE.
Hard to say.
Except maybe War Games. Was he in the War Games?
Yeah, he was in War Games.
So there's one.
And also War Games in NXT. So
yeah.
That's 2.
So
it's like saying nicest guy in prison, pretty much.
Exactly.
They continue. Number 2, adding to Breaker's stellar showing was the fact that he bled toward the end, presumably unintentionally. Mark. The outcome wasn't ideal, but he did everything he could to look like a star short of winning. I'm sorry, did that pick up on the microphone?
Sucker.
And then the last one they've got here, WWE's cooling off of Breaker needs to be studied. Sure, he'll bounce back eventually, but there was no reason to have Rollins go over in the feud unless the idea is for him to face Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. All signs point to that being where WWE is heading.
Oh, really? Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Who won the pony, Minderz?
Guess who won the pony?
Wouldn't you know who won the pony? All right. The next match was Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints for the U.S. Championship.
As much as I hate to say it, this is the one I did not care.
I was not wild about this. I'm not a fan of Lil Yachty's involvement in anything, music or otherwise. I gave it. Ricky had a hell of a match in this. So did Trick. I mean, both the guys. I'm a fan of both guys.
Oh, I'm sure the guys are good, but they just—I don't know. There's something missing.
I gave this 3.5 on the pretty side.
All right, if you go 3.5,
go 4.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll go 4.
All right, 4 sugars.
I mean, I didn't see anything that was.
There's nothing glaring.
Yeah. I guess maybe I shouldn't have given it 4 because that's usually where I'm tougher on them than.
Yeah. Would you like to hear what Bleacher Report said about this match?
Yes, I would love to hear what Bleacher Report said about this match.
They begin. What a year it's been for Trick Williams, who arrived on SmackDown at the onset of 2026 and quickly captured the love of the fans, even though he's a heel. He went on to win the United States Championship at WrestleMania 42 and has been a recurring highlight since. That is true. He's been doing very well on SmackDown.
He has.
Ricky Saints doesn't have the same momentum, maybe because he's been up for 2 weeks, but he does have promise, and this match showcased it. It was a well-worked bout with Saints proving that he excels as both a wrestler and a character, leading to the biggest reaction he's received yet on the main roster.
Okay.
No real argument seen there.
So it wasn't that it was a bad match, it just wasn't.
It was bland.
It was a bland match.
It was flat.
There wasn't enough build-up. There wasn't enough.
It was very random that they just went here.
Yeah.
They finished. The crowd was quiet for almost the entire matchup, but it was an admirable effort from both. That's this way of saying, bless your heart.
Bless your pea-picking heart.
Williams needs to continue defending the Star-Spangled Prize. Really? Just call it the belt, jackass. Consistently to maintain the prestige that Sami Zayn, Ilya Dragunov, and Carmelo Hayes gave it during their respective reigns.
I agree.
Who calls it the Star-Spangled Prize? It's not a friggin'...
It's the U.S. title, Reb.
This isn't in the Great American Songbook, like Stars and Stripes Forever and all that stuff. Trick one.
Listening to you get mad at.
I'm not mad. I'm offering my take here as a wordsmith and an intellectual.
Okay.
That sounded horribly pretentious, and I apologize.
It sure did.
All right.
FBM,
Notable moments and observations.
Buddy.
I know. Notable moments and observations, Minderz.
Okay.
Number 1, it's easy to forget these two have history from NXT, specifically that Williams had never beaten Saints before. Their matches haven't been bangers, but they're enjoyable enough.
Okay.
Again, bless your heart.
Right?
It's like saying they don't suck. Number 2, good for Saints for getting on a WWE premium live event this early into his main roster run. This may not have been his night to walk away a champion, but that day should be coming sooner rather than later. This was an impressive outing from the SmackDown newcomer.
Yes.
Number 3, Lil Yachty laying out Saints with an elbow afterward felt like it was solely designed to give Saints his comeuppance for punching Yachty on Friday's SmackDown. That doesn't necessarily mean the rivalry will resume, but we shall see.
I hope not.
Yeah, less Lil Yachty, the better.
Exactly.
Again, both on my radio and on my television. All right. Next up, the Women's United States Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I didn't see any of this one.
Yeah, I wasn't wild about this. This one was right up there
I saw Tiffy was wearing a lot of pink.
A lot of pink.
That was about all I noticed.
This one actually I did go for.
Well, if you go 4, I'll go 4.5 because Tiffy and Jade just never really have a very good match in my opinion.
They have not had a chemistry, even when Jade beat her for the world title.
And I think a lot of it is just because they're both, for lack of a better term, still new.
Yeah. You know what? I will say this. I did like the finish.
Okay. Did she keep her hair?
She did keep her hair. All right. So there was a little fuckery at the end, but that's okay. A little mustard on the ball. But here's what Bleacher Report says. Although Cargill pinned Stratton in tag team action not too long ago on SmackDown, this was always more about Cargill's ongoing rivalry with Charlotte Flair. Yes, it was. Cargill attacked Flair shortly before her Queen of the Ring matchup with Liv Morgan and was prevented from advancing. Stratton and Cargill's matches have been hit or miss in SummerSlam last year, so while there was nothing out of the ordinary about this encounter, at least they worked a frantic pace and there was never a dull moment. Maybe a couple dull moments. Like I said, the finish was okay.
All right.
It became clear that there was no interference in any of the other matches on this show because WWE was saving it for this one. B-Fab and Michin attempted to assist Cargill to victory, only for Chelsea Green and Charlotte Flair to counteract them. Good on Madam President, I say. Then they gave this match a C-. So, by comparison, Trick and Saints got a B- from them.
Oh, wow.
Notable moments and observations. While it was encouraging to see the Women's United States title defended on a PLE for a change, this very well could have happened on any episode of SmackDown. It was not worthy of being saved for Night of Champions, given what we got. It's Night of Champions. It's a belt.
Right. Exactly.
Theoretically, every match on this show should have been a title match.
Yes.
Cargill getting pinned on a third straight PLE is certainly surprising. She'll be fine provided the plan is for her to knock off Flair when they inevitably collide, seemingly at SummerSlam. Plus, this loss wasn't clean like her losses to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 42 and Clash in Italy.
Okay.
So it does seem like they're doing a better job of advancing this story than the one with her and Rhea.
Yeah.
WWE has done a decent job of keeping SmackDown's women's scene interesting in the absence of the injured Ripley, believe it or not. Flayed versus Cargill is a marquee match that doesn't need anything at stake, although it remains to be seen how well they'll click when the bell rings. When the bell rings, Charlotte's carrying that match. She's the boss.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I said how much I enjoyed the cage match. Right up there was the main event. 3-way match, Cody, Gunther, Sammy. Let's see, I gave Seth and Braun 2. I'm gonna go 2 again for this one. I'll go 2 pretties for the main event.
Just for the fact of what happened and who won, I'm gonna go 1 sugar.
Oh. Interesting. 1 sugar. 1 lonely sugar.
1 lonely sugar.
All right. Well, here's what Bleacher Report had to say here. This storyline has salvaged SmackDown in recent months, largely thanks to Rhodes and Zayn. Gunther has played his role well, but it's Rhodes and Zayn doing the heavy lifting on the promo side to make this match feel must-see. Argument?
I don't think so, but okay.
I think Gunther is just as important here as Cody and Sammy.
I do too, because that's kind of, in my opinion, that's the
money. That's the meat.
Well, it's also the X factor. It's they can blame somebody else if it doesn't go their way.
These 3 had fantastic chemistry and kept the crowd engaged throughout. This is true. There was no shortage of suspenseful near falls and finishers exchanged to help that the outcome was genuinely unpredictable, so it could have ended at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no real argument there. It came down to Zayn and Rhodes in the middle of the squared circle going back and forth, culminating with Zayn stealing the pin to clinch the prestigious prize for the first time in his career. This had an electric environment, and the crowd treated him like a total hero when he won, despite his character being portrayed as a tweener lately.
Okay, what do they not understand about Bret Hart heel?
I know. They did give this match an A.
See, so the way theirs works, A would be 1, B would be 2, C would be 3, D would be 4, F would be 5.
Pretty much. And a half would be an A+.
Right.
All right, notable moments and observations. Number 1.
Okay, so you don't have to read all these for all of them. I have the Slammiversary one open on my phone to help you out.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Notable moments and observations. Number 1, it's about time. Zayn has been such a compelling character this year that it would have been booking malpractice for him to lose yet again when it mattered most, especially in Saudi Arabia where he's beloved. He doesn't need to have a long reign, but to have won is all. To have won it all is exciting and well deserved. Booking malpractice, really?
Isn't that what Tony does all the time?
No, it's not the. It's the wording. Who calls it booking malpractice? Don't church it up, man. Just say shitty booking. Or lazy booking, as somebody says.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, it speaks volumes, brackets in a good way, that Rhodes was the one Zayn pinned. Granted, it was by a roll-up and nothing too decisive. By the way, I love that part of it. There was a roll-up.
That's the best thing, because
I know.
That doesn't hurt anybody.
Yes.
He slipped on a banana peel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so granted it was by roll-up and nothing too decisive, but it was better than him not factoring into the finish. It'll be disappointing for him to win the belt back in short order from Zayn, but again, this is way more preferable than Rhodes holding the title nonstop through SummerSlam. Number 3, where does Gunther go from here? It's nice that he wasn't the one who ate the loss, but he has no clear path forward now that he's failed to become champ on multiple occasions in the last month. It's safe to say a retirement match with Brock Lesnar is off the table as well, thank God. So it's understandable that the fans of the Ring General would be skeptical. I frankly think I could see Gunther being the one to beat Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a story there.
There is a story there, because Sammy beat him for the other one.
Intercontinental, yeah.
Yep.
And Gunther is the thief of joy, after all.
He is.
Forget Ring General. Call him the thief of joy. That's a great gimmick. They should make Bax the thief of joy in PWE.
Dude,
or AEW.
I say we start. I say we start doing it, and let's see how long it takes for everybody to catch on. Let's start calling him that, and see how long it takes for everybody to catch on.
Okay.
Instead of it always being your mama's favorite wrestler, because he's really not mama's favorite wrestler after this past week. So
no. Minderz, for the Great American Bash, we only had 2 matches we made picks on. Because
that's right, they only had 2 announced.
So
well, do you want to skip that one and go to Slammiversary so you can have a little bit of a break?
We can do that.
I'll let you pull that up on Bleacher Report, because I've got Slammiversary pulled up. I'm not doing the pre-show though.
Well, we made picks on one of the pre-show matches.
Okay, then I'll do that one pre-show match.
Okay,
so the one we made picks on. You got it?
I got it.
Okay, so the one we made picks on was Eric Young versus Ricky Sosa.
There we go. I picked Sosa, you picked EY.
Yes. The past and future collided in the second kickoff show match as Young and Sosa squared off. The gatekeeper of TNA pushed his younger opponent using his veteran instincts and deep arsenal. Sosa, though, threw his 6'4" frame around the ring, keeping Young off guard. Keeping Young off guard.
Did it say the Young?
No, it says Young.
Oh, okay.
I added the. I didn't mean to. Late in the battle, he fought out a pile driver that would have ended it and delivered Blue Thunder Bang for the pinfall victory. A solid match that highlights Sosa's potential and Young's selflessness.
Okay.
Since neither one of us. Well,
I didn't watch the match, so I can't really.
Yeah, I didn't watch the match. So, top takeaways. We have 1.
What did they grade the match, Minderz?
It got a C+.
Okay.
And Sosa looked great here, even with a few timing issues. He has raw athleticism and natural charisma, both of which are assets that cannot be taught. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Were
So
you
now
surprised to see everybody that was in the X Division match? Because we did make picks on this to an extent.
no, I was not. Hey, can we take a second to appreciate Cody Deaner in his speech about Joe Doring?
Sure.
I enjoyed that immensely.
It was very good.
I have one issue.
What's that?
They started the 10 bell salute before everybody was out there. Did you notice everybody was running out during the 10 bells?
Yeah.
That could have been timed better.
I did appreciate the fact that everybody was wearing a Joe armband.
The armband, yeah.
Yep.
I agree. Okay, that's my only gripe. Otherwise, it was great.
Okay, so next we had the X Division.
Ultimate X.
Yes, Ultimate X Division system. Cedric Alexander defended the X Division championship against. This surprised me. I was surprised Amazing Red was there. Because we've been watching Amazing Red on House of Glory.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he's been showing up a lot.
Yeah.
Fabian Eichner, Casey Navarro, Mr. Elegance, Frankie Kazarian, and Leon Slater.
Ridiculous.
What?
Mr. Elegance is freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, he is.
We did make picks.
We did make picks. Wait, we only had 2 people, though.
I picked one of the other ones.
Yeah.
You picked Cedric Alexander.
Yeah. This was a high-energy, high-risk match. Saw big bumps from all involved, a strong performance from Navarro and Kazarian. Yeah. And Red turned back the clock to and Kazarian and Red turned back the clock to 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Late in the bout, Slater and Red climbed across the cables and played tug of war with the X Division Championship. As it looked like the former,
I love this finish.
Just as it looked like the former was about to regain his title, the heel Alexander sprinted into the ring, grabbed the title from him, and quite literally stole the victory.
It's just such a heely move.
It is, and it was great.
Let them do the work.
After the match, I got teary. I'm not gonna lie, I got teary.
Real quick, before we get into the post-match, what did you rate this match, Minderz?
I liked this match.
So did I.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
2.5. Okay. I'm going to agree with you on that.
Which would be like a B-. B-, C+, somewhere in there.
It's right on that bubble between B- and B+.
And they graded it as a B.
Okay.
So, and here's where they said top takeaways. The show started with an emotional tribute to Joe Deering, who passed away earlier this week following a battle with brain cancer. Red returning to the TNA ring for the first time in 15 years was beyond cool. A revolutionary whose influence on wrestling today does not get the credit he has earned and deserves. And then it also said back here, it said after the match, so this is post-match. After the match, Kazarian expressed his respect and appreciation for Red before throwing to a pre-taped video announcing the influential star induction into the TNA Hall of Fame. So, and that
well deserved.
That was well deserved. I was pretty excited to see that. The match was strong, featured some great showings from some immensely talented stars, and gave fans hope that the ultra-popular Slater would win, only to have the match's top heel snatch it away from him. It propelled things forward and set the stage for a high-stakes rematch between the two. All right. Next up, Elijah versus AJ Francis.
Flop.
Oh, flop.
The storyline was borderline ridiculous.
About how he took everything from him.
He bought Elijah's name, IP, music catalog, and everything, and Elijah had to win the match to get it all back.
Yeah.
We both picked Elijah here because neither of us in good conscience can pick flop for anything.
No. A feud that intensified when Francis purchased Elijah's intellectual property. It wrote its final chapter Sunday when the rivals squared off in a singles competition.
What did you think of Flop's sidekick?
Expressions.
Yeah. That can't be his real name, right?
That's what he goes by.
Well, no, what? But it can't be his given name. Like when he was born, they didn't name him
Let's
Expressions.
hope not. Let's hope not.
I hope. He was very sharply dressed, though. I got to say that suit was kicking.
Yeah. It was something.
Go on.
Expressions, who accompanied Francis to the ring, halted Elijah's momentum early with a distraction. The heel seized control, rocking the guitar-strumming babyface with a running knee in the corner. But his opponent fought back, sending him to the mat with an Alabama slam. That Alabama slam that Elijah did was awesome.
That was good.
Francis delivered a spear from out of nowhere. Why does everybody do spears? I was so sick of spears by the end of this weekend.
Especially this show.
Yeah, but could not put his opponent down. He countered a drifter destroyer and slammed him to the mat, then added a moonsault, but Elijah refused to stay down. He recovered, delivered a big tombstone pile driver, but was unable to secure the win. A guitar shot to Expressions earned a big pop, and the drifter destroyer earned Elijah the win and his intellectual property. It may have been overbooked, but it also exceeded all expectations. Both men worked hard, and the crowd was into all of it, and the result was a hell of a fun match. So Elijah defeated Francis.
Okay. How would you rate this one?
I'd give it 3.5 sugars.
3.5. Okay.
I mean, it did what it was supposed to do.
See, I went 3 pretties just because I am a fan of Elijah. I like his work, and I thought he did a good job here.
Top takeaways. Francis is one of the best heels in wrestling today.
But if by that you mean just most genuinely unlikable person in wrestling.
A guy who is genuinely unafraid of getting heat. He knows exactly what to do to generate heat from audiences.
Yeah, just be himself.
2, Elijah does so much more between the ropes, off of them, and around them than he ever did in WWE. Perhaps it was the limitations of the WWE style, but that fan base would probably be impressed if they say the former Elias today.
Perhaps it's because if he would have walked along the top rope, he might have gotten a phone call from The Undertaker saying, hey, don't do that shit anymore.
Could have been. Just saying. All right. Next up, we had the Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. Demon Bunny versus the Elegance brand.
There we go. Okay. I was wrong here. You had Demon Bunny. I picked Ash and M.
I'm sorry,
Heather and M.
I was
you were on this one. You had a good run on this show.
I did have a real good run on this show. I think I only missed 2.
I think I missed.
Well, 3 if you count UI.
Yeah, I think I missed 2 also.
There's no way you missed 2 and I missed 2.
I think I missed 3.
We'll see. All right.
I count 3.
The resurrected Allie partnered with Rosemary to battle the Elegance brands M and Heather, the top prize in the Knockouts Tag Team division on the line. A hot start by the Bunny portion of the challengers was stunted by interference from Ash by Elegance on...
Bunny portion? Does it say the Bunny? Does it say Allie?
A hot start by the Bunny portion of the challengers.
Okay,
that's maybe what it says.
I might be nitpicking here. Go on.
Interference by Ash by Elegance on the outside, allowing the champions to seize control and cut Allie off from her partner. Bastards. M delivered a coast-to-coast dropkick. Don't they call that... Okay.
Toast-to-toast.
Toast-to-toast by the heels. But a double clothesline spot allowed Allie to create separation and tag Rosemary into the match. Ash again interjected herself into the match, but Rosemary chased her around the ring and sprayed the green mist into the eyes of the personal concierge.
He got a face full.
That was the best. Back inside the ring, the heels missed nip and tuck, and the challengers earned the win and titles. Another good, fun, quality match and a string of them to start the show. Demon Bunny was a staple of Knockouts division for a long stretch a decade ago, and for them to so seamlessly return and capture gold made for a great moment.
Fair enough.
All right.
Minderz, where do you give me some sugars on this one?
I went 2.5. I thought this was a good match, even though I don't like the bunny. But that's just a personal preference.
Yeah.
And I thought she did well in this one, though.
Yeah.
She works well with Rosemary.
She
really
does work very well with Rosemary. I gave this 3. I was expecting some fuckery. It did not disappoint.
I was going to say there was some.
Yeah.
The grade is they gave it a B negative.
B minus.
B minus. There we go. That's the
we
word.
called it B minus in school, Minderz.
I don't remember those very often. I got in trouble when I got those.
You got trouble? You got a B minus?
I did. I used to get in trouble when I got B.
As long as I got above a C, I was happy.
I wish my dad was
Especially
the same
in
way. Math is hard.
With math, as long as I passed, I was happy. I'm just going to call it like it is.
You want the top takeaways?
Top takeaways, yes.
1. Is Rosemary the greatest knockout in company history? She just won her 5th tag team title, has remained prominent and relevant for well over a decade, and is perpetually over. The argument can definitely be made.
I say she's definitely on the Mount Rushmore of TNA knockouts. I still think Gail Kim has her.
I'm sure. I'm sure. There's an argument that can be made, though. For
There's an argument.
What
sure.
they're saying.
But I would, if I was to be in that argument, I would say Gail Kim.
2. Allie does not look like she missed a beat, despite being out of action for so long. She was great here, both on offense and when taking a beating. Which I agree.
Fair enough.
3. The chemistry between the two teams was there. Running it back and establishing a legitimate rivalry between them could make for some strong TV. Yeah, I could see them. Do you have a spoon?
This is a hammer.
You got a ring hammer?
I bought a bell hammer because I'm a nice guy, and when I thought I was going to be borrowing a bell Saturday, I thought I'm getting a hammer for this because I'm not going to count on them to have a wrench. But I found out they are not going to be needing the hammer because the X-Bombers are going to be playing everyone to the ring and acting as the ring bell with their musical instruments.
Nice! I'm really excited about this weekend.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. All right. Are you ready?
What's next?
Mustafa Ali and the Open Challenge.
Okay. We did not make a pick for this because they hadn't announced it.
Right.
So Daria and Santino each picked an opponent for Mustafa.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was really happy though with who came out.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, I'm getting Shawnee on you.
You are getting Shawnee on me.
I say that with all appreciation.
With all love and respect. Informed during the pre-show that he would be defending his title against 2 opponents. Mustafa Ali found out only when he got to the ring that his challengers would be former world champion Rich Swann.
Mm-hmm. He looks really weird now.
With a bald head? Holy crap.
Bald and no beard.
Yeah, he looks weird.
Looks like
I'm not going to say it.
I'm going to get in a lot of trouble if I say what I'm thinking.
And the debuting former WWE Intercontinental Champion Ooh-Ah Nation.
Ooh-Ha. I'm so glad he's back to his original name.
Now, for those of you that don't know who that is, that would be the one, the only Apollo Crews.
Yes. And this is the Ooh-Ha that I have missed for all these years, Minderz.
He looked good.
He looked
real good.
He looked like a beast compared to those 2.
He did. What ensued was a fast-paced, high-energy match that showcased the abilities of all 3 competitors. Late in the match, Order 4's Special Agent Zero appeared and buried Nation under the steel steps. That was pathetic. I'm just saying.
I looked at this, Minderz.
Huh?
If you look at a picture, like a still shot of that, didn't it look like Ooh-Ha could have just easily slid out from under the steps?
Yeah, it looked like he was in a little tent. Allowing Ali to focus solely on Swann, the babyface hit the ropes and bounced off right into the backslide from the champion who scored the win, which that finish was pretty freaking cool.
It was smooth.
I like that.
I sent you a message, or I was like, Ali is so good because he is so smooth in the ring.
He really is. The best match of the night to this point. It had a great pacing, never relented, and the fans were into all of it. Best of all, Ali benefited from outside interference, but he beat Swann fairly by out-wrestling him.
Just to circle back, wouldn't it have been better if Uha had been buried like with the steps actually on top of him instead of
Yeah, I
just
mean,
leaned up against the ring.
I mean,
Am I nitpicking again?
maybe a little. I would have believed it a little more if the steps have actually been on him, though, instead of like a little fort that they made.
Right.
Just thought.
Right. Yeah. Well, Minderz,
Bleach.
how many sugars this match?
A good match. I'm gonna go 2.
You're going 2?
I enjoyed this match.
I would have gone 2 except for the stair spot with Agent Zero, so I'm going 2.5.
Okay. Top takeaways. Okay, Bleacher Report gave it a B+.
So about where we had it.
Top takeaways. 1, Nation is going to be a star in TNA.
Absolutely.
Former Cruz is a phenomenal wrestler who never found his footing in WWE. Allowed to be himself here, he should thrive.
I agree.
If he can be the next Moose.
He could, which we'll talk about here in a little bit too. Because
Ali is an excellent heel and has been for a long time.
Yes.
He was great here, as was Swan, who looks to be in the best shape of his career. Swan did look in good shape.
He did. Swan's kind of in that. What's the word I'm looking for? He's not a jobber. He's not a main eventer. He's there for the good matches. He's a mechanic at this point.
Upper mid card.
Yeah. But yeah, he's in that mechanic where they're getting on him to have a good match with everybody.
Okay. Are you ready?
Hit me.
No surrender match. Moose versus Eddie Edwards.
I enjoyed the hell out of this match, Minderz.
It was really good.
It was really good. My only issue with this was Moose's family were not great in their role.
Yes.
The kid looked like he either didn't want to be there or didn't know how to do what was asked of him because he was smiling.
Didn't know how to do. He didn't know how to do what was asked of him. Yeah,
he was in the wrong spots here and there. It was just that part of it was sloppy. Everything in the ring was great. I love watching these two together. I mean, you know how I am.
Well, I didn't realize this was going to be a no surrender match.
Yeah, I didn't either until I saw JDC come out with the towel and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you know how I feel about Eddie Edwards.
Oh, yeah. I know you love Eddie. Hey, what was our picks on this? Did you have Eddie?
I had Moose. You picked Eddie.
Oh, well, shit. I thought I had Moose. Whoops. Okay. Well, I thought I did good on this one. Maybe I didn't do it. Maybe I figured that was what was going to happen, but.
I think you were talking on fuckery because you didn't know it was no surrender. I think you were betting on system.
Well, and there was still fuckery, but.
Well, oh boy, was there.
Former teammates in the original incarnation of the system waged war on a no-surrender match in which the only way to win was for the opposing corner man to throw in the towel. Alicia Edwards represented her husband, while JDC seconded Moose.
By the way, she was a pain in the ass in this match.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, if you're a corner person, you're supposed to be in your corner.
Yeah, quit chasing the other corner guy around.
JDC's neck, like, throw it in. Throw it in. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Which I think Edwards, he said to her more than once.
He did. Edwards
one thing I did like about this match real quick, Minderz, sorry to interrupt. It was in Boston, and both of these guys are from Boston.
Yeah. There was a hot match. This one was hot.
It was a hot match.
Edwards tried to get the jump early, but Moose caught him and delivered a power bomb on the ring apron. Woo! When Die Hard recovered, he and Alicia taunted his opponent's family in the front row. Later, the combatants exchanged chops before Edwards got the best of his opponent and added the Boston Knee Party. He retrieved a steel chain from under the ring using the same weapon Moose did in the only other no-surrender match in company history, according to the announcer, Tom Hannafin. Sorry. Oh, crap. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, they have like, where they have like they put up the X or whatever. I hit it accidentally.
Gotcha.
Moose countered a chain-assisted Boston Knee Party with a power bomb. He looked for a spear, but Edwards downed him and drove his chain-wrap knee into his head. The villain zip-tied Moose to the ropes and teed off on him, leading to the babyface's wife, Reese, hopping the guardrail. Ish.
Yeah, I was like, we didn't actually see her do it. We just saw her.
Yeah.
I was like, they were trying to capture the Helen Hart energy from Survivor Series 94 with Owen and the towel.
She tried to throw in the towel, but JDC stopped her. Edwards shoved her down, and Moose's son checked on her, then delivered a low blow to the heel. They forgot to mention that he got thrown into the ring.
Yes. By the way, you wouldn't have, if I didn't see the rest of the match, if I'd been watching this live, you might have been able to convince me that she did not know the finish and she was trying to throw a towel in.
Yeah. No. Fired up by the treatment of his family, Moose broke free and speared the hell out of the former world champion.
Okay, that was cool.
That was. He wrapped himself in the chain and teased the spear, but Alicia threw in the towel. JD stunned Edwards, and Moose drove husband and wife through a table. I was having Rhino flashbacks in my head while that was happening.
At least he didn't Lori Fullington, Alicia Edwards through the table with a pile driver.
That's true. They gave this. What did you give this one?
You know what? I gave this a 2, specifically for what happened in the ring.
Right.
I mean,
I will agree.
I'm willing to discount the acting of Mrs. Moose and the son.
I'm just glad they didn't play a part where they threw in the towel because of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be so easy to do.
Well, that was kind of like what happened with Otis and who was it? The one show Otis Kogar had. The wife Tremont. Or the mom. Was it Tremont's mom? No, it wasn't Tremont.
I don't remember.
Who was it? It wasn't Otis. It was Atticus.
Oh, yeah. It was. Wasn't it Bronson?
No. I want to say it was like Shotzi or something like that. Like it maybe? Might have been Starks. I don't remember. Anyway.
I think you might be right. Anyway, why are we talking about that now? This isn't the shootout.
Well, but
it is germane though. But yeah, they could have. I thought that's what they were going to do when Eddie had the kid in a position for a pile driver.
Yeah.
Before the kid low blowed him.
Yeah.
And by the way, did you see the extra mustard he put on that low blow? He Heyman'd him.
Top takeaways. This was a sports entertainment heavy match, and it was great. Moose and Edwards knew what it needed to be and delivered with some great dramatic storytelling, a rare appearance from the Babyface's family, and a few throwbacks to Moose's previous appearance on the other No Surrender match. Good stuff, even if we'd seen these two work each other too many times before. That makes sense. Alicia never hesitates to take the big bump, and after watching his wife get manhandled by Edwards, it was only appropriate that Moose put her and her husband through a table together. Yeah. All right. Ready for the next one?
Yep.
We're moving on to Knockouts Championship match. Li Ying Li versus Zaya Brookside.
Minderz, you had Lee.
I did.
I had Zaya.
I knew I was wrong on this one. I seriously thought I had Moose, though, so I didn't do as good as I thought I did.
Pretty good.
Brookside betrayed Lee, then won the Champions Challenge to set this one up and potentially earn the first world title of her still young career. A back-and-forth start to the match escalated when Lee uncorked a kick on the arena floor that connected with the ring post, injuring her left leg and taking away one of her greatest weapons. See, when this first started, I thought poor Zaya got ragdolled around a lot. Lee battled back into the match, unloading with a barrage of palm strikes and a series of kicks, but the effects of her leg injury were apparent. Brookside removed...
Good selling.
Brookside removed the turnbuckle cover and moments later took advantage of it, knocking Lee off the top rope, her head bouncing off the exposed steel.
That was smooth.
Darkside? How about Brookside?
No. Darkside is her finish.
Oh, okay. Darkside followed, and the second generation star earned her top prize in the TNA women's division. So Brookside defeated Lee to win the title.
Mm-hmm. I really liked this match, Minderz. This was probably my favorite match on the show.
This was probably my favorite.
This one
Other
and the three-way with Ali.
other than Kendall and Lola, this was probably my favorite women's match of the entire weekend. It was right up there.
Okay.
How many pretties?
I'm stingy.
You
I
are.
really enjoyed it, but I'm going to give it 2 pretties.
I'm going to go 2 sugars. All right, top takeaways. They gave it a B.
Okay.
So, top
We're right around it.
takeaways. 1. The former partners and friends wore similar black and silver gear, a nice tip of
I
the hat
noticed
to
that.
their prior relationship.
I think that's like their tag team gear.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was a nice touch.
Brookside's facial expressions and the look of disgust as Lee entered the arena were phenomenal.
Yeah.
3. A strong match with great psychology surrounding Lee's knee and Brookside's willingness to do whatever it took to win. TNA should consider running this one back because it feels like there's an even better match to be had.
I'm just saying, lockdown's coming up.
Are you sure you don't want to read? Do you want to get caught up to where I'm at? I really don't want to read this next one.
This is the
I'll
ladder match.
do it. I'll suck it up.
I mean, I can.
I'll suck it up. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. I got it.
All right.
Ladder match for the TNA Tag Team Championship. We did pick on this, but they didn't. They only had 3.
We didn't know about the Great Hands being in it.
Right.
I had picked the Righteous. You picked the Champs.
Yes. I went with Minderz Law.
You did. And
Minderz
for once,
Law
I
did
betrayed
not
you.
work out so well this weekend.
No.
All right. The top prize in the tag team division was a stake in a 4-team ladder match for the second consecutive year as the Broken Hardys, Matt and Jeff, the Great Hands, Jason Hotch and John Schuyler, and the Righteous, Vincent and Dutch, challenged the system, Brian Myers and Bear Bronson. Pause here a second. Are you going to say it or am I going to say it? Because we both agree.
What?
Bear Bronson's better on the indies.
Yep, I told you that off camera.
Yep.
And
yeah, I'll say
much prefer Bear Bronson's work in GCW to what they're doing with him in TNA.
Yes.
What the hell were those pants?
I don't know.
Who puts Bear Bronson in pink?
I don't know. I'm
not there's anything wrong with pink, but
I'm blaming Brian. I'm going to blame Brian. Yes, I'm going to blame Myers. The action was nonstop from the start, with the Schuyler and Dutch flying early on.
Are you saying it was total nonstop action?
It says the action was nonstop. I know. I see what you did there.
See what I did there. Cheeky bastard.
Yeah. Later, the Righteous utilized a barbed wire ladder, slamming Bronson in it, then tossing Myers into it.
With flowers on it.
Yeah. Why did it look like something the light would have made?
It did. It looked like that would be very luminous.
Uh-huh. Looking to capitalize on the down talent, Schuyler and Hotch scaled the ladder, but were stopped by Myers and Vincent. The ladder shoved by a poisoned lily of the valley flowered.
That was too much.
The ladder
Vincent stuck a flower in his mouth.
Lily of the valley flower down his opponent's throat, leading Myers to struggle and ultimately collapse off the ladder.
Yeah, he poisoned him. By the way, can we take a second? Why did the Righteous think a barbed wire ladder was going to scare Bear Bronson?
Fuck you. That's exactly what I sent you.
But I wanted to make sure it got out here on the thing.
That is exactly.
I mean, I thought the same thing you did.
Did they honestly think this was going to scare Bear Bronson?
No, when I saw it, I thought the same thing. You just beat me to it on the message.
Yeah, I was like, really, Mr. Deathmatch, and you're
the Deathmatch Berserker, no less.
Yeah, the Deathmatch Berserker, and you think that's gonna?
I think he's more afraid of Gabby than he is of that ladder.
I think he was too. Bronson and Dutch took a massive bump off the ladder and threw a foursome of tables set up at ringside.
That was the Bubba bump.
Yep. Back inside the ring, the Hardys stopped Schuyler and Hotch from grabbing the titles, laying them out on a ladder, bridging the ring and guardrail. Jeff Hardy delivered a swanton bomb off the top of the barbed wire ladder.
Because why not?
Driving the Great Hands through that ladder. That big time spot allowed them to climb the ladder uncontested and retrieve the titles for the record-tying win.
Your enthusiasm is diminishing by the second as you read that.
This was wild, chaotic, and violent. It featured big bumps and concluded with a sting of high-impact, high-risk bumps, culminating with Jeff Hardy's latest awe-inspiring swanton.
Minderz, remember in the headlines when we talked about Dreamer and their creative differences?
Uh-huh.
How apparently the office wanted to push more young talent and Dreamer wanted to push the tried and true veterans.
Uh-huh.
What just happened?
They forgot to change the finish on that one.
They forgot to change the... I would have loved it if they would have put the belts on Hotch and Skyler.
There is an argument to be made that this was the Righteous' moment to win the gold. But the Hardys are incredible.
I feel like the Righteous had their shot.
But the Hardys are incredibly important to TNA right now. Having them hold the titles is understandable.
Sean, thank you for the update. Cubs over Padres 5-1 in the second inning, so hopefully they can keep it up. Sorry.
Anything to get me away from this Hardys match.
Hey, there you go. I'm almost afraid to ask Minderz, how many sugars did you give this match? And you can't go over 5.
I will give it... I'll give it 3.5. And that's probably better than what you thought I was going to give it.
Yeah, it's definitely better than what I gave it.
If I take out everything that Hardys did, I was happy with the match.
Okay. I gave it 4. If I see another Hardys ladder match in the next 6 months, it'll be too soon.
Are you ready? You want to hear what Bleacher Report gave it?
Please don't tell me they Meltzered it.
Grade A.
Oh, fucking hell! Come on.
Oh wait, top takeaways.
How many flowery adjectives did they give this match?
Too many god awful ones. Top takeaways, number 1, and I will agree with this one. Bronson was fantastic here.
Yes.
He took big bumps, showed great fire, and was the heart and soul of the bout. Who knows what the future holds for him? But this was as close to a breakout performance as it gets, even without the awe-inspiring high-risk stuff others around him executed.
He doesn't need awe-inspiring high-risk stuff. He's a fucking animal.
Nope, he doesn't. Hi, Papa.
Papa Pullman.
The swanton to Skyler and Hotch was perfect exclamation point on the match. Fuck you.
If by that you mean the same fucking spot he does in every ladder match in the last 30 years.
Right?
I'm sorry. Am I getting salty?
I really wish they would have brought back the rope ladder match just for the rope ladder, just for something different.
At least that was different.
It was different.
Or do the Stampede ladder match where you actually get like a painter's ladder and put it up against the rafters and have to climb up and get the bag off of the rafters.
Something. Where do the Righteous go from? Number 3. Where do the Righteous go from here? A totally unique tandem.
Off the rose, so to speak.
They should have won the tag team title or tag team gold long ago. Now it feels like the window is closed.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to throw something out in the universe.
Okay.
What if the Righteous would go to NXT?
Would they want the Righteous, since it seems like they're trying to get away from the dark, spooky characters?
All right, then the Righteous need to go to Independence.
Yes. GCW.
That would work.
You know what? I'll do better. House of Glory.
Yeah.
They need a shot in the arm in their tag team division. Oh, for those who are listening, Minderz has hit the mute so she could cough into her microphone.
Oh, did it actually cough?
No, you were muted.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to tell the people why there was a little half second of dead air there.
Okay.
Because I'm helpful. All right, Minderz. I believe we have a main event.
We do. But before the main event.
Oh, yes. We got to talk about this because I was very happy to do this.
Took to the ring, a video package narrated by Santana announced that the latest TNA Hall of Fame inductee, Reb
Conan,
a truly special production. Santana brushed off chants of Yankees suck from the Boston faithful.
I loved it.
Oh, now we're into the actual things.
Now we're
They
into the
just said-
match.
yeah, now we're into the match.
But let's pause a second. I love the fact they're putting Conan in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well,
Should have happened years ago.
well, he
So-
probably thought he still had a few years to do some stuff.
No, his active in-ring run was over like 20 years
No,
ago.
I wasn't even saying about his active in-ring run. I know he
thought
just
he had-
lost both his legs, and
Yeah, but the good news, I heard that he is no longer life threatening in the hospital. He's on
Good.
he's on the upswing. But just to recap, now they got three announced Hall of Famers going in at Bound for Glory this year. It's Amazing Red and Conan got announced at Slammiversary, and don't forget ODB is going in.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about ODB. Okay, are we ready for this main event?
Hit it.
Santana brushed off chants of Yankees suck from the Boston faithful and took the fight to Nemeth early and often, beating him around the ringside area. When Ryan Nemeth arrived on the scene talking trash to the TNA World Champion, Santana returned to the ring to confront him, only for the official to eject him. Works for me.
Simple. I like it.
Nick seized the opening created by the distraction and blasted Santana with the Call Your Shot Gauntlet trophy, busting him open. He applied the sleeper, looking to zap the... Okay, I'm sure they meant zap, but it says sap.
No, I think they were going for sap.
Really?
Sapping the energy. Yeah. That
Well, it
was
sap
that's
the
correct.
life.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so
It would have been
I
sap.
always said zap, but okay.
I saw the movie Zapped when I was in high school.
You poor thing. I think I did too, actually.
With Scott Baio shooting the clothes off of the high school
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
With Buddy Limbeck cheering them on the whole time.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is a Vicky Wabash conversation.
Right? Looking to sap the life out of Santana as his face became caked in blood.
He did bleed good in this match.
He did. The action picked up with each man kicking out of each other's signature offense, including a particularly dramatic near fall of Nemeth's danger zone. Nemeth, sorry. Nix.
Yeah.
A fired up Santana kicked out at one following a super kick, then rocked the number one contender with one of his own. The babyface tried for the spin the block, but the blood loss was too much to overcome, and he collapsed. And Nemeth delivered one last danger zone to secure the win and the title. Now explain to me.
For the record, the danger zone is a much better name than what I gave the zigzag when he went back, when he stopped using the name zigzag. I wanted to call it the knick-knack.
The Nemeth brothers celebrated, complete with bottles of champagne.
Lovely.
Any match with talent like Santana and Nemeth involved is going to be strong, and this was no different. It was never overthought or overbooked. The match had great storytelling, some incredible fire from the babyface late, and a finish that made sense based on everything that preceded it. Nemeth is still an outstanding worker, so his carrying the TNA Championship for the foreseeable future is a great choice.
I really liked this match.
I did too.
You know what? I'm actually going to give this 1.5.
Wow.
I was high on it. I liked the finish. You know what? I changed. I'm going to give it 2 just because you could very plainly see Santana gigging himself on the floor.
Yeah, I'm going with 2.
The in-ring was phenomenal, but the camera work was a little shoddy at best in a couple spots.
Mm-hmm. Top takeaways. Are you ready?
I am ready.
1. Santana might be the best pure babyface worker in wrestling right now.
He's really good.
It is impossible not to find oneself rooting for him as the match goes on and genuinely wanting to see him win. It is that connection that helps make the finish, such as Sundays, that much more effective. Nemeth is still great. Is he older? Sure. Is his probably wrecked with pain after years of taking wicked bumps? Probably. But he can still go better than the majority of the guys on the roster.
It's true.
All right, so they did an MVP. They had an MVP
Of the whole show.
of the whole show. The MVP of the whole show was Santana. Said the face of the company in 2026, Santana delivered in what may be one of his final appearances for the company. Entering as champion, he took the fans in Boston on an emotional roller coaster, and even though he did not win, he proved his connection with the fans is as strong as ever.
Now, I already said I think that he's going to stay at least through October to be the one to induct Conan. I think if I had to pick an MVP, I think I'd give it to Red.
Who?
Amazing Red.
Oh, Amazing Red.
I mean, everybody says never lost a step. I've been watching him consistently since he left TNA, and he never lost a step.
Yeah. You're right. He never lost a step.
He's been at a high level since he left TNA.
He's been still working since he left TNA.
Yeah. And he brought out the best out of all those young guys he was in the ring with.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing him and Kazarian going back and forth.
Him and Leon.
Him and Navarro.
Yeah. He didn't do much with Eichner, though.
No, Eichner was he was just there. I think.
Eichner was the base guy, basically.
He was the catcher.
He was the one for everybody to jump on.
Uh-huh.
Overall grade, they gave it a B+.
I'd give it a strong B.
Slammiversary is one of the biggest shows of the year for TNA. Despite the backstage turmoil with creative changes and talent leaving, the men and women on the show delivered a damn fine show. There was something on the card for everyone, and it featured 3 high-profile title changes at the top. Throw in some quality work across the board, and you cannot ask for more.
But no, 4. There were 4 title changes. Knockouts tag team, and heavyweight.
And X.
No, X was retained. Cedric won.
Oh.
So it was 4, not 3. So get your shit right, Bleacher Report. Shame on you. Anyway.
Maybe they didn't consider that Hardy's as a high profile.
Maybe they didn't consider the Knockouts tag to be high profile.
That might have been it.
All right. Well, Minderz, for Great American Bash, we only picked 2 matches because there were only 2 announced. So I'm just going to show what we picked, and then we'll get into the Bleacher Report on it. So
I've got the Bleacher Report for AEW.
Okay. Oh boy, are you sure you want to read the AEW?
It could be quite entertaining hearing me read it.
It could. But anyway, for Great American Bash, for the NXT Championship, you picked Tony D to retain. I picked Evil to win it. I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the main event, which was for the Women's Championship, it was Lola Vice against Kendall Gray. I was wrong again. So I struggled on this show. See, you guessed with your heart. You guessed with your heart, and you got right on Kendall. I guess with my gut, and I got screwed.
Well, no, I kind of did with my head too, because I feel like Lola's going to be more of an asset at AAA.
I completely agree.
So I think since now that she's lost that, I don't think she'll be on NXT anymore. I think she's going
AAA.
Strictly AAA.
I mean, that's where the money is. She's number one. It's the best show on their company.
Not that we don't love her here, but they love her there.
They love her there.
Yeah.
All right. So, Great American Bash, Minderz, from the PC, aired on the CW or Netflix.
Actually,
if you're a Canadian like me.
I think we picked for Myron. Miles Bourne.
Did we?
I think we did, because we found. Well, we didn't have a graphic, but remember they announced it like Sean gave us the update, because we weren't sure if it was Jackson or if it was going to be Tavion.
Yeah. But I don't think we made an official pick. I think we just.
Oh.
I think we both picked Miles to retain.
I think we did too.
But anyway, yeah. So this show.
Sean thinks that Lola gets called up. I think she's going to get called up, but I think she's going to get called up to AAA.
I think she'll appear on SmackDown, and she'll work SmackDown, but her focus, I think, will be AAA.
Yeah, if
she goes to SmackDown, I mean, Priest is there, and that's her dude, so that would make sense.
Yeah, but she's
again,
also
money's AAA.
She's mixed tag team title with Mr. Iguana.
She's the mixed doubles tag team champion with Mr. Iguana in AAA.
Right.
All right. So this show starts off with the NXT Championship, Tony D'Angelo versus Naraku. I still got to used to not calling him evil.
You can still call him evil.
Yeah. Tony D had his head wrapped up like the Spirit of '76 here.
He did.
He had one eye covered, which
Well, supposedly he's missing an eye.
Yeah. This is off that old Rey Mysterio angle from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Then at very least, put a friggin' eye patch on him. Come on. Get him a Jean-Pierre Lafitte eye patch from 1995. Barry knows what I'm talking about.
There you go. Even I know what you're talking about when you said that one.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, anyway, so it starts off, they begin here. Naraku headed outside to grab a steel chair. Okay, the phrasing is awful here. Naraku headed outside to grab a steel chair outside.
Ah!
Ugh. Yeah. But D'Angelo immediately speared him through the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So starting off early with the heavy fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
The former Evil fought back by targeting the bandaged eye of the NXT champion. He even sent him eye first into the apron. With eye first, not just face first.
Not just face first. It was eye first.
Uh-huh. After the picture-in-picture break, Naraku sent D'Angelo hard into the barricade. The NXT champion fought his way back with a running powerbomb and a pair of German suplex. I'm going to state for the record, I much prefer this Tony D to the mobster Tony D.
Oh, hell yeah. I love this Tony D.
Yeah. Naraku responded with his own German suplex, but D'Angelo rolled up, fired up, and hit his elevated spine buster for the victory.
Yep.
And despite the build and attempted hype, that's not a good start. D'Angelo versus Naraku felt fairly ordinary when it finally went down beyond relying on the silly-looking bandaged eye as an obvious target for the former Evil.
Here was my problem, and this is with the whole show, other than the women's championship match.
Oh,
this could have been any NXT through the week.
Yeah, it was very spot showy.
It was very spot showy.
They continue. A hot open to the match slowed to a basic beatdown sequence as Naraku took advantage of D'Angelo's vulnerability, but they did not build to a dramatic near fall at any point.
Nope.
No, it's true. When the NXT champion fired up hit his spine buster, it was almost a shock that the match was over.
Yep.
It did kind of come out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
A rush build and the promise of Naraku delivering, quote, evil amounted to a fairly standard TV level title defense. I think we just said that. It felt like a TV show. It is a shame that NXT was not ready to reveal anything big with Naraku, or at least sell him as a bigger threat to D'Angelo, who was battling a bandage nearly over both his eyes down the stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was almost blindfolded.
Mm-hmm.
They gave this match a C+. I think that's being generous, to be honest with you.
I do too. I would give this one four sugars.
I was going 4 also, so we'll go 4 sugars, 4 pretties. I think Evil is
That's
capable of
3.5
so
pretties,
much better.
but okay.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. It's
there you go.
Yeah. I love Evil's work, and I think he's capable of so much better.
Well, almost makes you wonder what would the other dude have done. I still can't remember his name yet.
Oh, Mason Rook?
Yeah, that guy.
I don't know, but he would have done it hungrily. Notable moments and observations.
No boy.
Because this was in the Performance Center and on network television, the presentation was identical to a usual NXT television show. True. Wade Barrett stayed on commentary with Vic Joseph for the Great American Bash. Can I just say how much I appreciate that there was no Booker T on commentary here?
Oh,
Vic and Wade was the best part of this show.
Yeah. But
Naraku,
I really enjoyed Wade. So
yes. I mean, Wade's the best color guy they got.
I
consider Corey more of a play-by-play nowadays.
Okay. I was going to say, where are you putting Corey at? Because
I mean, officially, he's the play-by-play guy for AAA.
Yeah. And that is kind of where he sings. Like, he's good on
shines.
Raw, but
yeah,
he's so good on AAA.
Yeah. The last one they put here, Naraku showed an extra heel edge that NXT stars usually use, even biting hard at the fingers of D'Angelo to escape a crossface.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right, match we did not know about, Minderz. Was the Women's North American Championship, Zarya versus Tatum Paxley. Now, we did not pick this, So
We didn't. And it's probably a good thing because I would have picked with my heart.
and I would have picked my gut. I probably would have been right, but anyway.
Right. Well, I can tell you because I would have picked Tatum.
Yeah, because I would have definitely picked Zarya.
Dude, the more I see Tatum, the more she reminds me of Daphne.
She really does.
She reminds me so much of Daphne.
She's got a lot of Daphne in her. All right,
And I enjoy watching it.
Yes.
I enjoy watching Tatum do what she does.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, this match, Zarya threw Paxley early in this contest. Just in general, just threw her.
Yeah.
But the former champion pulled the current champ under the apron, using the opening to repeatedly strike Zarya. A little gassy. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
They continue. Paxley tried to choke out Zarya over the barricade, but the champion powered her way free, landing Paxley hard on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I wondered if she didn't break her elbow.
Me too.
Because the way she was grabbing it, I was like, oh,
Yep.
shit.
Funny bone. It
wasn't funny.
No, there's nothing funny about the funny bone.
No.
The challenger continued to use her environment to her advantage, including a snap superplex popping up only to take a spear.
Yes.
So they did do a good job making Zarya look like a beast in this match. The two met on the apron, laying in strikes until Paxley reversed an F5 attempt into a sunset foot powerbomb. And after a tug of war for the Women's North American Championship, Paxley hit a cemetery drive outside the ring, followed by another in the ring for a wild near fall. I do like that finish.
Mm-hmm.
The champion tried another cemetery drive that Zarya reversed into an F5 attempt. Paxley reversed into a sunset flip for a near fall. So kind of the similar thing they did on the apron there. Spear and an F5 could not keep Paxley down, but after Zarya stomped Paxley's neck harshly into the mat, Zarya finished her off with another F5. That did look stiff.
Like, okay, so, they call Seth the curb stomp. No, to me, that's more of a curb stomp.
Yeah, because she pulls them up. And then
she pulls them up and then slams down in their back. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, nowadays, they just call Seth's move the stomp. They don't actually call it curb stomp anymore.
Well.
But anyway.
Probably because of the connotation that goes with that.
Yeah. They continue. This was significantly more dramatic than the opener. Yes, it was.
No shit.
Yeah. Zarya and Paxley got more time than in their first match and made the most of it, battling with physical intensity. While the result was expected in the end, Zarya and Paxley continued to keep the momentum fast to sell that either woman could take it down the stretch.
Yep.
The two sold this as climactic struggle where both were willing to give up a finisher kick out for the drama, delivering some memorable images of shock and awe near the end. I think they might be overthinking that one a little bit.
Yeah. I think they might have had a few too many false finishes, but I still enjoyed it. Plus, I think Tatum's getting called up. So.
Yeah. They go on. Zarya needed to retain. This is likely the end of Paxley in NXT, and she could find herself back to working with Lyra Valkyria on Raw following, quote, her bird turning against Bayley. I didn't know she was her bird.
I didn't either.
The immediate goal in NXT should be to portray Zarya as an unstoppable force, possibly even letting her challenge for the NXT Women's Championship while still holding the North American. This is the time to solidify who the top names in NXT are, and Zarya should be near the top of the list. Can I say one thing that bugs me? Why is her finish an F5?
I don't know. I get it, but why are we calling it an F5?
I mean, why are they even doing the F5? She can do much more. They did give this match an A, by the way.
I enjoyed this match.
So did I.
I don't know if it's an A.
Yeah. Sean did point out Paxley has a match tonight against Kalani Jordan, which they built to on the bash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this 2.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
2.5. Okay.
I'm being stingy tonight. I don't know what my deal is.
Oh, you got 4 shows to review.
That's true.
All right. Next up, we had Shiloh Hill versus Tristan Angels.
I just want to say, I really like that Tristan Angels. I really
do. You?
I do. I shouldn't, but I do. I think he's great.
Yeah, and I know how you feel about Shiloh.
Oh, I love Shiloh. But I really think Tristan reminds me so much of William Regal.
He's got a little bit of that Fancy Dan quality to him.
He does, and I love it, and I think it's awesome. Ugh.
All right. They didn't say much about. Well, they had more than I thought. But anyway, here's what they say. Hill quickly got his Mr. NXT sash back from Angels, who had no answer for the chaotic power and speed of his opponent.
Yeah, okay, something like that.
During the picture-in-picture break, Angels began to turn the tide, throwing Hill into the turnbuckles and using the ropes to wear him down. Hill slipped under the ring. When Angels followed, he got a phone call saying the fog is coming before choking our Angels in a hockey mask. I'm sorry. This is where they almost lost me.
Mm-hmm.
Angel slipped away and tried to throw Hill into the steel steps. Hill fought it off and ran up the steps for a spear back into the ring. What?
Mm-hmm.
Hill and Angels fought to the second rope where Hill hit the Whisper of the Beast for the victory. That's a good name for a finish, by the way. Whisper of the Beast. This was the first match to get 2 commercial breaks, and it never truly felt like it earned that much time. Wow.
Yeah.
This was solid but forgettable beyond the odd horror sequence under the ring. Hill and Angels have solid chemistry, but not to sell a match this long without any stakes. Well, the stakes were the Mr. NXT shit. Clearly, Hill is a priority star for NXT, and there is no point in delaying the inevitable. He should be on track for the North American Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Angels has done solid work so far in NXT and has the talent to go far, but he is going to need to build some credibility after losing multiple times to Hill.
Yep.
They got to see.
I would give this 3.5.
You're going 3.5. Okay.
Yeah, the under the ring stuff.
The under the ring ruined it for me. I gave it 4.
Yeah. The under the ring stuff was just
also,
a little much.
Why did Shiloh put his tooth in his mouth? That's gross. Come on, man.
Mm.
Notable moments and observations.
Wait a minute. Did you notice that Zarya licks the belt?
I did. I tried to forget it.
It's probably the only thing that really I'm like, no.
Come on. Notable moments and observations about this match, Minderz. Number 1, Wade Barrett put over Angels as a man that, quote, gets my juices flowing, end quote.
He did.
It's only Wade Barrett.
I remember Wade saying that, and I was like, are you sure you want to go there, Wade?
Yeah, I was off-putting, but,
a little bit.
Not there's anything wrong with that. Number 2, after the win, Emily Agard, I'm probably mispronouncing that, interviewed Hill, who said this was a perfect example of why no one sleeps on him. Then after the match,
sorry.
In his office, Robert Stone told Vanity Project that Jackson Drake would face Mason Rook, while Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes will defend against AAA's El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. and his brother Galeno Damal. So,
I didn't know if you saw that part or not.
I did. Then NXT went outside to check in with Kevin Owens and Dave LaGreca at the tailgate event, who talked up the action. Oh, Dave.
Oh, LaGreca.
Uh-huh. All right. The next match that we did not have a pick for was for the Women's Speed Championship. So Ren Sinclair defended against Ariana Grace, who had Birthright with her, apparently.
Yeah, she did. She had everybody out there.
I think I think I missed this match. I think I might have been in the bathroom.
Well, Ren, it was really good I thought it was really good because Ren's out there by herself.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Charlie Dempsey, you've got Lexus King, and you've got, I forget who the other guy is.
Stacks.
Stacks. And they're all out there.
Yeah.
And Charlie even tried to throw Ren off because, no quarter catch crew.
Yeah.
Because he taught her everything she knows. Oh, she slapped the shit out of his mouth.
Okay.
She slapped the taste out of it.
Uh-huh. All right, so here's what Bleacher Report had to say about this match.
Okay.
All right. Grace brought the speed early against Sinclair, trying to find a way to wear down the champion, who kept rebounding. Now, I forget. What's the time limit? Is it 3 minutes?
5.
5. Okay, thank you. Vic Joseph sold that the champion was without support while Grace had all of Birthright behind her, but the team mostly stayed out of the action into the final minute.
They did.
Charlie Dempsey jumped up on the apron and took a forearm shot for his trouble. Grace used the distraction for a small package near fall. Then Sinclair responded by spinning Grace and locked in a final wrench for the submission with 15 seconds on the clock.
Yep.
This was a fine match for TV, but it never sold itself as worthy of the Great American Bash spotlight. Man, these guys are harsh.
I mean, You and I said it, though, at the beginning. It didn't feel like a PLE.
No.
It felt like
No. It felt like a TV
Tuesday
taping.
show.
Yeah. This was you guys remember that. Sinclair wrestled circles around Grace, intentionally selling that the challenger was far from ready to fight the champion. By the time this match started to move, it was over, and Sinclair once again showed she is far beyond needing the women's speed champion, limiting her ring time. That's an interesting point. They should give her longer matches. Grace and Birthright moved to the back of the line beyond King's oddly booked men's speed championship reign, and it is hard to get excited about anything the group is doing. I want to like this group better than I do.
Yeah, me too.
They gave this match a D+.
I think it was better than a D+.
I didn't see the match, but again, they're really handcuffed by time here.
They are, and I actually would give this one 3. I give it 3 sugars.
Okay.
I thought it was an okay match.
Okay. Well, I am not going to give a rating because, again, I didn't watch the match, so I can't really say without.
I guess my biggest thing is, they give it 5 minutes, but they know going into that they have 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to make the most out of that 5 minutes. So if you don't make the most out of that 5 minutes, then that's your own fault, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Next match: Dion Lennox versus Saquon Sugars.
I didn't watch this match.
Okay. So Sugars went right after Lennox to start this match, not even removing his jacket until he tossed it into Lennox's face. Lennox found a weakness in Sugars, attacking the same back that got powerbombed last month through the announce table. I think the whole body got put through the announce table. The back.
I don't think it was just the back.
Yeah, he did remove his back to put it through the table. Sugars started the fight back, hitting a rude awakening before Osiris Griffin and Cutler James arrived ahead of the hip break. Picture in picture. Let's see, where'd I go? Here we go. Lennox cut Sugars off the ropes with a spine buster for the first near fall. Sugars fought back with a flurry of offense that ended with a flatliner for a near fall of his own, followed up with a springboard leg drop for another near fall. Lennox responded with a back. This is a lot of blow by blow. You want me to just hit the high spots here?
Yep, please.
All right, I'll just basically when Sugars got to the finish, it seemed almost anticlimactic since Sugars does not have an established finisher of his own. He wound up winning with Razor's Frog Splash. Countered a Razor's Edge, hit a reverse Frog Splash for the victory. Then afterwards, everybody laid him out with the bat. They give this a C-, and I wasn't thrilled with this one, to be honest with you. I gave it 3.5.
Okay. Like I said, I didn't watch all of it.
Yeah. Sugars had cool gear, though. Single
orange?
strap singlet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next up. This might be, with the exception of the main event.
This was match of the weekend for me.
Yeah, this was. I think this was my favorite match of this weekend, or at least of this show. I mean, there's a couple matches on the
show.
Yeah. North American Championship, Miles Bourne versus Tavion Heights. And I sent Barry a message after watching this match. I told him Tavion Heights is what WWE wishes Gable Steveson would have been.
Right.
All right. So this one, Bourne and Heights wrestled clean to start until Heights and Bourne accidentally collided head first, causing a brief stop as the referee checked on both men. After the check, both started to work more chippy. Interesting word, chippy. Grappling and jaw-jacking into the picture-in-picture break. Heights threw the first punch of the match after the break and questioned if he was going too far, allowing Bourne to recover and fight back. The two kept ramping up the impactful offense. A released German suplex on the floor and a frog splash in the ring nearly took the victory. It doesn't say by who, by the way. As Heights propped Bourne up on his shoulders, the champion reversed into a Bourne again for the victory, which is kind of like his version of a zigzag, I think. Then final thought, well, not final thoughts, but just they continue. This was unlike any other match on the card so far, helped by the grappling experience of both men. They were focused entirely on rolling and suplexing. Heights drove the pace and looked like the more impressive competitor in this style. No shocker, he's an Olympian. He also continued to sell his growing frustration at failing to keep his friend down. The two commercial breaks this verged on longer than it needed to be. Disagree. But both men sold the emotion of the match enough to excuse it. The biggest disappointment was another tease without resolution. What? Commentary sold that Heights was winless against Bourne going into this contest. Throughout, Heights questioned if he needed to do more to win, but he never showed that he was willing to actually get underhanded and then remain friendly afterward. This would have been a perfect chance to highlight Heights with a memorable heel turn, especially on a night lacking for newsworthy results. That'd been too easy.
Right.
They gave this match a B. I think it was better than a B, to be honest with you, Minderz.
Yeah.
I'm torn between 1.5 and 2.
I will give it 2 if it makes you feel better. To give it 1.5.
Okay. You know, I typically round down, so I'll go 2.
Okay.
Final takeaways and notable moments and observations. They got 5 of them. Right before a full 3-minute break and a good 5 more minutes to follow in the ring, Vic Joseph said that both men were nearly on empty. The camera followed Heights after the loss, teasing a possible heel turn that did not materialize. Number 3, Bourne talked up his title reign in a post-match interview with Emily Agard. Again, probably mispronouncing.
I think it's Agar. I think the D might be silent. I don't know.
Then they go backstage. In a backstage interview, Tatum Paxley questioned what she could do next in NXT when Kalani Jordan interrupted to mock Paxley starting a brawl. That's what builds to the match they're having tonight. Then NXT revealed the next PLE Heat Wave will be in Houston, Texas, alongside AAA action on the same day.
Yep.
Sorry. Responding to the wife.
All
right. Then we got our main event, Minderz.
And this was my second favorite match of the show.
Me too. Kalani Jordan. Damn it. Now I got her on the ring because I just read her name.
Kendall Gray.
Kendall Gray challenging Lola Vice for the NXT Women's Championship. Minderz, we both agreed this is such a good match.
It was. I went back and tried to rewatch it one more time before.
Gray tried from the start to get a hold of Vice and ground her, but Vice used the ropes to keep her footing and hit a series of strong strikes. The challenger attempted to challenge the strikes of Vice. Well, she is the challenger with her own body shots, but Vice quickly fought her off. Yeah, I like that they showed her trying to hang with Lola striking and not having it not work. Kalani Jordan tried to get involved, but Ren Sinclair brawled with her to the back. The distraction allowed Vice to knock Gray off the apron with a spin kick into the picture-in-picture break. Yeah, talk about just a random run-in. She just shows up and just gets run out just as fast. Gray fought back out of the break, throwing around Vice until she could lock in the ankle lock on the outside, followed by shades of Gray on the floor. Back in the ring, Gray locked in an ankle lock that Vice reversed into her own. Gray turned it into an armbar, and Vice again turned that into her own armbar. So I liked the chain wrestling there. I like when you can counter a submission into another submission.
Right.
Vice transitioned into a rear naked choke, which Gray turned into her own choke. The two went to the ropes where the challenger missed a moonsault and ran into a spin kick for the near fall. That was a hell of a kick, by the way. Vice caught Gray with a spinning back fist into the ropes. Gray bounced back into a back elbow with a double pin, which I thought was a cool touch.
I would have hated if it would have ended in a double pin, though.
I wouldn't want it to finish that way, but I liked that they put it out there.
I'm glad they teased it, but I would not have been happy if that's the way it would have ended.
Yeah. Gray managed to duck under another spinning back fist into a corner springboard. Shades of Gray for the win. Unsurprisingly, Gray and Vice lived up to the hype and delivered the definitive match of the night in the main event.
Yep.
Yeah. These two brawled with the intention of selling this as closely matching up to their legitimate fighting experience. I think they did a really good job of that, to be honest with you. Vice leaned into her striking prowess while Gray relied on her grappling. This early focus set up the champion to dominate and gave Gray the explosive comeback after the picture-in-picture break, complete with pulling down the straps. Which I think she had something on underneath, because that could have been not good for network television. I know, but I'm just being silly. It's like Willow when she would do it.
Sean, shut up.
Don't tell Sean to shut up. Because I'm not where I can see the comments. The crowd was into the action, but loudest that second half where the support for the challenger was as palpable as it can get in the PC.
He's saying that Kalani is going to be the one to beat Kendall, and I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. That's
I kind of think Ren's going to turn, and she's going to be the one to take it off.
I think that's the easy
Kendall.
way, which I could definitely see them doing. Or Natty.
Natty would actually be real fun.
Yeah. They finish up here. The home stretch was excellent, especially the memorable double pin, and the two perfectly capitalized on that energy into the finish. While Gray has not been in NXT long, this still feels like it was a long time coming. Vice got her veteran run, but NXT belongs to Gray from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
She has proved herself in the ring time and again. Hopefully the championship spotlight will allow her to refine her promo style in the coming month. Okay, now listen close to this, Minderz. Vice will rebound, still holding the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championship, and it would not be surprising if the main roster wanted her called up before long. So,
I feel like somebody said that earlier.
I know, right? They gave this match an A+.
I'm. Why would Ren turn on Kendall? Sean.
Jealousy.
Duh.
She would be chartreuse with envy. I gave this one.
I gave it a half.
Oh, wow.
I gave it a half.
I rounded down. It would have been like 3/4 if that was the thing, but.
Oh, jeez. 3/4. Whatever.
But no, that's why I round down. So, notable moments and observations. Before the main event, NXT went back to the tailgate, where Hank Walker and Tank Ledger's fun was interrupted by Keanu Carver, who did not appreciate their jokes about his loss to EK Prosper. And then he sent Hank to a table. While they were wearing aprons and I think star-spangled overalls with shorts.
Of course, Hank and Tank were.
Of course. Second, Gray hugged her family in the crowd during her entrance in gear, obviously inspired by WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle.
Yeah, because nobody noticed that.
Right. Vice also found her family in the audience, including her mother. That's nice.
Reb, you need to get to where you can see the comments.
Okay, well, real quick, let me read this last thing here. The crowd favored Gray from the start, booing Vice's control sequences.
Yep.
Overall grade, they gave us a D+.
For the whole show?
For the whole show.
A D+?
That's a little strong.
It's a little strong.
I might give it a C.
Yeah.
But those last two matches, you cannot give them a D+.
No. Okay. So you need to get to the comments.
Don't tell me the Cubs lost their lead.
No. I want you to explain this one.
Because the speed title is a trinket, Sean Garner. The NXT Women's Championship is the pinnacle of the women's division in NXT. The speed title does not have the prestige of even the Women's North American Championship.
No.
I want to see. I want to read their final thoughts here real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is, again, I don't quite agree. Zarya versus Tatum and Lola versus Kendall saved an otherwise forgettable night that was supposed to be NXT's definitive statement on his future. What about Miles and Tavion?
They didn't like Miles and Tavion,
I guess not. Beyond the win for Gray in the main event, which is a long time coming, this show suffered from lack of moments. That I do agree with.
Yeah.
Every other champion retained, and most of the matches felt overly long for the story told. There were a lot of matches for a pay-per-view on this show. They continue. Perhaps if NXT had lived up to its promise of bringing in AAA luchadors for the night rather than just using them to set up Tuesday, the PLE would have flowed better through its 3 hours. That's just nitpicking. Now, I do agree that if they would have had like the Vikingo EK Prosper match on there, maybe that would have picked it up a little bit.
That's going to be that's tonight.
Yeah. But again, that's Rob and Peter to pay Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, again, the pay-per-view is on the same channel as the TV. So, again, it's nitpicking.
Yeah.
Instead, Great American Bash was all hype and a little payoff carried by two of NXT's best matches of the year. While everything else will be forgotten within the next month. Boy, something tells me they're not sending Miles Bourne a Christmas card this year.
Probably not. Jeez.
Yeah, did he kick their dog in a previous life or something?
Apparently.
All right. Well, Minderz, for AEW, again, we only had 4 matches announced for this.
Right. I'm not talking about the pre-show.
No, we don't have to because there wasn't anything that we knew
There
about.
wasn't really, other than Drilla Malone
Drilla Maloney, who
Malone
I do like, by the way, from New
defeated
Japan,
Garcia.
which I'm okay with. I like Drilla Maloney.
Hold on, I'll just run through these real quick because I have it up here. I went ahead and brought it up. So
Okay.
That's about all I see though. Oh, I didn't see that match.
What?
The IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship match.
Oh, Shota and Pac.
Pac? Yeah, Pac.
That was a good match. We didn't make a pick on that because they didn't announce it, but
yeah, we didn't know about it.
I enjoyed that match a lot, actually.
I would think so.
All right, you want to just run through the 4 matches that we made picks on? What?
Micah, Maika.
Is there a last name?
Nope. She defeated Sky Blue.
Okay, sounds like another Stardom versus Triangle of Sadness match.
And Divine Dominion defeated Thunder Rosa and Olympia.
Okay. Well, here are the matches that we made picks for, Minderz. We'll just run through real quick before we start reading results.
Okay.
We both picked Tekla over Starlight Kid.
Yeah, we'll go into that one here more in a minute.
Numbnuts and Ringside almost got stooged, by the way. All right, we both had Ospreay over Swerve.
Yeah.
Again, it's Wembley. It's
right.
That's where they're going here. Omega and Sabre Jr. I picked with my heart, Minderz, and I picked Sabre Jr.
You shouldn't have picked with your
heart.
You
went logical. You picked Omega.
Yep.
And then, because you didn't know the stipulation here, Minderz, you got...
Yeah, I fucked up.
So you picked Max over Briscoe, not realizing it was a 6-on-6 cage match.
But do you remember what it had, though? It had my face over MJF, but my big old heart was over Briscoe.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't know that was a 6-on-6 to get Briscoe a title shot. You thought that was the title shot.
Right.
Which, fair enough. But all right. Well, Minderz, are you sure you want to read this?
I think you will enjoy me reading this.
I probably will.
Okay. Especially knowing what the first match is.
Uh-huh. and knowing what you sent me after you watched the first match. Or maybe while you were watching the first match.
It was while.
Your favorite tag team of all time, Minderz.
You can kiss my fat ass. Thank you very much. All right. So, Mystico and Mascarera Dorada. Is that Sin Cara?
No.
Okay.
No. Sin Cara is Hechicero.
Ah.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's Drolistico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shingo Takagi?
Takagi. Shingo, my man, the dragon.
And
Mascara Dorada might be Grand Metalik.
Okay, that would make sense. I knew I'd seen the guy somewhere before.
Yeah.
And then Titan?
Teton. Yeah.
Titan. So, or it's what? Unbound Company and Sky Team. Hi, Stace. Can you see me? Oh, God. All right. So we'll start this off because Reb's dealing with wife things, and that's fine. So versus the Bucks. Yeah, obviously that's what this was. So AEW wasted. Huh?
Hey, look, we switched.
Hey, how about you put your microphone down so I can actually hear what the hell you say?
Actually, I need to put it up. There we go.
Well, whatever. So AEW wasted little time delivering its trademark party tag match. My head already hurts.
I'm sorry.
Kicking off this year's show with a 3-way dance with, and that's bullshit because this wasn't 3-way dance. This was a triple threat.
I love you too.
Correct?
Yes, there were no eliminations here.
So, kicking off this year's show with a 3-way dance with nonstop action, a series of creative reversals, encounters, copious high flying, and a young buck sweat.
Copious.
Matt and Nick Jackson bested Mystico and Dorada, and
who, if I'm not mistaken, are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions right now.
Takagi and
Takagi.
Kane?
Takagi and Titan.
I'm terrible. See, this is why you want me to read it, because I'm going to fuck up all the names.
Well, I was expecting you not to want to read it because of your just general loathing of the Young Bucks.
Well, no. In the opening contest, which had fans popping with every high spot, they had them popping.
All that match was high spots.
If you are a fan who enjoys frantic action and constant movement that is not weighed down, it's not weighed down with storytelling or overbooking, this was for you. So obviously, this was not for me. The right team went over, debatable, given their significance to AEW, debatable, and the West Coast crowd ate this up. Yeah. And this is why I live in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
The Young Bucks won, obviously.
If I pop off camera, it's because I'm eating, and I don't want
to. Okay.
So just give the people watching an heads up. I'm not disappearing because of anything. I'm still here.
So, Reb, well, can you come back for a minute? Sorry.
Yes.
What would you have given this match?
I'm going to preface, I love Shingo Takagi. He's my favorite wrestler in New Japan right now.
But how much did you love him in a match against the Bucks?
Not so much.
Okay, then.
I gave this some 4.
I gave it 4.5.
Wow. The Bucks hate is strong with you.
Dude, hold on. I want to just see if I can find what it was that I messaged you.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Wait, I sent him a message and I said, let's see. Only one match in Forbidden Door and I'm already pissed off. Reb's response was Buckaroos. My response was, yup. Then he made me feel a little better and says, it does get better after that match. And I held him to that because I was not about to watch it on the whole time. Dorada is excellent. Mystico is the bigger star, but Dorado stood out more. Ditto Titan on the New Japan side, he was fantastic despite the presence of the more celebrated Takagi. The Bucks could have this match in their sleep. That is not a knock on them by any stretch, but this is their specialty, and they looked incredibly comfortable here, which is probably why it pissed me off so much. Just saying. Are you going to be going through this entire thing? Okay. Next up, we had Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. I had high hopes for this match. And this also it made me feel better. This was after the Bucks because yeah. In their first match since 2018, Kenny Omega and Zack Sabre Jr. proved why they are among each other's finest opponents, wrestling a brilliant match in front of a red-hot audience in San Jose. What did you think of this one?
I enjoyed the hell out of this match, Minderz.
I like this match, and I'm not an Omega fan, and I enjoyed this match.
Zack Sabre Jr. is the best kind of wrestler in the world.
Well, the only thing that kind of irritated me about this one, remember when Zack Sabre had the best wrestler in the world with Danielson?
Uh-huh.
And he lost to Danielson, if I remember right?
He did.
Didn't he?
He did.
Okay. So now I hope this doesn't lead to an Omega versus Danielson of who's going to be the best wrestler in the world, because I can't. No, please don't.
I never want to see Danielson in the ring again. He retired.
Me either. He's done.
And he's concussed.
Go the fuck away.
Just be healthy. Enjoy your children.
A hard-hitting, unflinchingly physical match. Truth.
Real quick. Shout out Taco Bell.
Shout out Taco Bell. They battered each other with strikes. Sabre utilized joint manipulation and unrivaled technique to attempt to neutralize Omega, while the best bout machine relied on Snapdragon suplexes, V-triggers, and ultimately the One-Wing Angel to finally defeat the best technician in the business. A long competitive match that highlighted both men's strengths, it is destined to rank among the night's best contest regardless of what follows it. The best Omega bout we've seen in 2 years.
That I do agree with.
I was gonna say I can't go against that. It's kind of how, yeah. What would you have given this one, Reb?
Honestly, I went 2.
I would have went 2.5.
I just thought this was a really good match.
Uh,
It's more for my enjoyment of Zack Sabre than it is for my enjoyment of Kenny Omega, but still.
Well, Bleacher Report gave this an A.
Okay.
Top takeaways. Omega is not as good as he once was.
No.
Well, no shit.
Who is?
But his timing remains impeccable, and he can deliver in these occasional high-profile, hugely hyped matches. His best of days as a full-time worker are behind him, but when the lights are brightest, he is still an elite performer, pun intended. Of course it is. 2, Sabre Jr. does not get nearly enough credit for being as great a worker as he is. People celebrate him, but he is otherworldly when it comes to the mat game. He is a wrestler who belongs in the conversation with William Regal and Bryan Danielson when discussing the best pure professional grapplers of the last 2 decades.
I would make it a who's whipping who, him against Billy Robinson.
Ooh. All right. Now for the match that I didn't watch.
I just realized something.
What?
We're going to go over 3 hours on this episode.
Uh-huh.
I'm adding another hour. Put that Ted Arcidi interview on here for the audio.
Do we want to stick a pin in this?
No, I think we're okay. We'll do it. I mean, if you listen to it, you can put a pin in it when you're listening to it.
Okay.
So we're good. Continue.
Okay. So AEW International Championship match, Bandito versus Jon Moxley. I didn't watch this match. So, and I know Reb just took a bite, so he can't make a comment about this. Did you watch this match? Because on the playback that I had, it did not have it.
I did watch this match. And all things considered, I enjoyed it. It was a good match for Moxley standards.
Okay, well, that's not saying much.
I mean, no, it was a good match. I mean, I've said it before. Moxley can wrestle when he wants to. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Wait a minute. First line of this. Jon Moxley had an AEW pay-per-view match. Someone bled.
But it wasn't him, though.
That is not remarkably surprising to anyone at this point, nor should it be. In this case, however, Moxley's bloodying of Bandito following a piledriver on a steel ring steps served a purpose in that it protected the reigning Ring of Honor World Champion and gave him an out. Claiming that the leader of the Death Riders could not dim his fighting spirit, the luchador put up a great fight, surviving everything Moxley threw at him, including a Death Rider. Bandito delivered moonsault and battery for... Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking... No. He can't call it that.
No, it needs a new name.
It needs a new name. That's Mercer's finish.
That's Shane Mercer's move.
Exactly. But for a near fall, but the champion recovered, trapped him in the Bulldog choke, and ultimately scored the win via referee decision. A good match that put over the relentlessness of the champion and the resilience of the babyface who never gave up. It was not as good as its predecessor, but it did a great job of highlighting the characters and protecting the Ring of Honor title holder.
I do think.
Are you enjoying this yet?
I am. I think they're overthinking this a tad. So, like I said, I enjoyed the match. It was not match of the night.
They gave it a B+.
They gave it a B+. So that's what, by my math, 2?
Actually, that'd be 1.5.
Okay, I'm not going to go that high. I'm willing to give it 2.5.
Okay.
And you said you did not watch this one.
I did not watch this one.
Okay.
This is the one that I told you. I said, what did I miss? Because...
Oh, yeah. It was Thekla.
Right. Well, my playback went from Bandito coming out to Thekla in the ring.
That's weird.
And I was like, that's not right.
Like, that's not Thekla.
Yeah, exactly. Takeaways. Bandito bled heavily here. Shocker. To the point that it was painting Moxley's face and body by the time the match was over. It added to the narrative that he was beaten down and battered, but still hell-bent on fighting until he no longer could. Moxley wins. Oh, this is the second takeaway. Moxley wins a lot. This one made sense, though, and actually made his opponent a bigger babyface as a result. Ow! I missed the Pac match. That was when the Pac match was. I'm kind of ticked that I missed this one. They didn't have this one on my playback. All right, so we had the original Death Rider, Japan's Shada? Did I say that right? Shada?
Shota.
Umino.
Shota Umino.
Hey, I got the Umino right. Battle the current one in the Bastard Pack with the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship on the line. Another strong match and a string of them tonight. Questionable. Umino versus Pac employed a slower build than others on the show, but when it hit its stride and the action intensifies, it picked up exponentially. Pac put Umino through hell, throwing everything he had at him. He tossed him from the ring and threw a table on the arena floor, then locked him in the brutalizer. Umino fought through all of it, proved his toughness and resiliency, and ultimately pulled off the victory. A tense stare-down with Jon Moxley after the match gave way to a surprise appearance by Hiroshi Tanahashi, who joined Umino in the ring and put the belt around his waist in a show of respect and adulation.
Also because he's the president of the company, and that's kind of what they do. I had one big issue. I really like this match. I like Shota. I love Pac.
Uh-huh.
So I was all in for this match, but I had one issue. When Pac he powerbombed Shota over the top rope to a table on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what they called that after he did it?
What?
They called it an awesome bomb.
Oh, motherfuckers.
I was like, no.
No.
But other than that, I really like this match. To the point where I would give this one 2 pretties.
Well, you're right on with Bleacher Report because they gave it a B. Top takeaways. It will never not be weird to see Pac in that singlet.
He looks with the short hair and the singlet and the high socks, it's kind of off-putting.
Takeaway 2.
He looks very British.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
2. This felt like a concentrated effort to establish Umino on an international stage. It was about as good as it could be, with him overcoming a punishing opponent, beating him, refusing to back down in the face of Moxley, and benefiting from the nod of approval from Tanahashi. You ought to be proud of me that I knew how to spell or how to say Tanahashi. Oh boy, here we go. So now we move on to the AEW Women's World Championship match, Starlight Kid versus Tekla. Yeah, this happened. All right. So here we go. Starlight Kid entered Sunday's match with 2 previous wins against Tekla and no sign of fear as the Toxic Spider entered the squared circle for their high-stakes championship clash. Kid caught Tekla off guard early, starting hot. The champion halted that momentum, though, by cutting her off during a dive attempt and seizing control. The confrontation with Stardom president Taro Okada nearly cost her the advantage, but Tekla refocused. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Tekla refocused and continued her attack. At times, she allowed her hubris to get the best of her, including after a spider suplex when Kid bounced right up and kicked her off the top rope. When she saw a spear attempt countered, then ate the Black Tiger Divine Punishment on the ring apron. The challenger tortured the champion, stretching her in a modified stretch muffler submission. Not shitting you, that's what they called it, a modified stretch muffler.
No, the stretch muffler is a time-tested submission hold. So that's not something they made up.
Well, Okay.
It sounds weird, but it's actually
does. Tekla fought to the ropes to force the break, finding an opening and delivering her trademark spear. Tekla strung together offense and delivered... Huh?
Another spear.
Another spear. Tekla strung together offense and delivered consecutive stomps to score the win. A great match told the story of Tekla's overconfidence, which nearly cost her, only to lean on it to get the win. Never out of the match because of how good she is and how much she knows it, Tekla seized the opening and earned the win. Even after Kid nearly knocked her off on several occasions and had her reeling late. After the match, Tekla cut off Kid's mask, spat in it, then attacked Okada with it. One last insult to her former boss in the Stardom promotion.
I want to make a point here.
Yes.
Number one, I like that the Triangle of Sadness brought scissors out and they cut the laces off before they didn't just do the unlacing and all that. No.
Right.
Number two, that pretty much confirmed that Starlight Kid was wrestling with a loaded mask because that dude went down like he got shot in the face with a shotgun when Tekla hit him with that mask.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if it's me, if I'm him, and we're gonna have them take you out after the match. We're gonna hit you with the mask. I'm gonna say that's not gonna hurt me.
Right.
So what I would have done, I would have had fucking Julia blow the mist to my face.
There you go.
That would have been a lot more believable instead of getting sold it's like getting hit with a pillow.
Right.
Unless she has a friggin' metal plate in the mask.
Right.
But yeah, fucking Okada almost got stooge. And not that Okada. I'm talking Stardom Okada.
Stardom Okada.
Stardom Okada.
Okay, top takeaways. Oh, what did you give this match? I gave it 3 just because, I mean, it was good. But
in ring, I'm going to agree with it. I'm going to go 3. Post match, I would have given it 4.
Post match, I would have given it 5.
I'm sorry. Post unmasking, I'll give it 4. The unmasking, I liked.
Right.
Because Tekla has heat with Stardom.
Right. So, in top takeaways, Tekla has some extraordinary facial expressions and body language. The audience never has to guess what she is feeling because she emotes so well. She is also super vocal in the ring, which aids in getting the story across. Okay. 2. Those unfamiliar with Kid before this were greeted with a great performance in her first opportunity to make an impact on American audiences on a stage this big. Okay. I was familiar with Starlight Kid, so it didn't really mean as much to me. I'm pretty sure you probably won't be in on the conversation for this one, though. Because we have now made it to the AEW World Tag Team Championship match between Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus the Dogs.
Mm-hmm. Can I just say, for starters, what a fan I am of David Finlay.
He's so fun.
He is fun. He's just a cool looking dude, and he's
a dick.
He's a dick. He's a real asshole. And also, speaking of assholes, I still love the fact that Christian has not changed his style whatsoever.
No. No.
He's still the prickiest of dicky pricks in wrestling.
He is.
He only likes one person, and that's Adam Copeland.
Yep.
And even then, you wonder.
Yep. All right, so this starts out, first line, Switchblade Jay White is back.
Kind of spoiled the ending there.
The former IWGP Heavyweight Champion made his long-awaited return in the closing moments of the World Title match, aiding Copeland and Cage in defeating David Finlay and Clark Connors and retaining their gold. I really was
so happy to see him back, honestly.
The shocking twist occurred at the end of a fantastic tag team match, in which the Dogs had the champions reeling, proving themselves capable of hanging with an all-time great tandem. At points in the contest, they successfully isolated their opponents
and appeared
to have a legitimate chance of capturing gold. Even more so after the official took a spill and Finlay obtained his family trademark shillelagh. The return of the Bang Bang Gang and the long-awaited comeback of White put an exclamation point on the match and set in motion events that should lead to a battle between the former Bullet Club leaders.
Why does this sound like you're reading a book to a circle of kindergartners in a classroom?
I mean, we are wrestling fans.
Well, that's true.
All right, so Cope and Cage defeated the Dogs to retain. I gave this 2.5 sugars. I wasn't overly thrilled with it, but it wasn't bad.
This might be, except for the main event, this might be my favorite match on the show.
I could see that.
So I gave it 2.
Okay.
The match itself was good, and then the twist with Jay White coming back out, I was all for.
Right. The grade from Bleacher Report, they gave it a B+.
Okay.
The top takeaways. 1, give us more of this. The match, for the most part, was a straight tag team match that did not rely on abundant weapon use and overbooking. What occurred late made sense and was years in the making. All right. 2, Finlay and Connors passed a big test here, living up to the hype. It bodes well for them early in their AEW run.
I agree.
I forgot about this match.
Oh, it's the next match. Is it the 12-man cage?
Nope. I won't hate talking about
it's
that
Mercedes Moan and Maya World.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say before you read, because I did watch this match.
I'm glad you watched it because I didn't.
I counted at least 2, maybe 3 instances where they were out on the floor for over 3 minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't. Sorry.
Maya looked good. Even Mercedes didn't do, for the most part, didn't do anything overly bad. There were a couple spots where I thought she was going to drop Maya on her head, which were troubling.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think Mercedes needed the win. But it's Wembley. They won a big star in Wembley in the title match.
Did you hear Athena go after Maya afterwards?
I did. Cooking with gas, man.
That was probably my favorite part of this match, was the interview with Athena afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, are you ready for this? I don't know if I am. A star was born Sunday night in the form of Maya World, who rolled into San Jose and proceeded to deliver the match of a lifetime against Mercedes Monet, in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. Monet made history, becoming the first athlete to win 2 Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament finals, but it was World who stole the headlines from the CEO. The 23-year-old paid off an incredible journey to Forbidden Door with a defining performance in which she pushed Monet to the brink of defeat on more than one occasion, nearly winning the tournament by trapping the heel in her own submission move. Ultimately, it was she who would tap out to Monet, but not before announcing to the world that she was the face of women's wrestling future in AEW. Not bad for a young woman who only began training in 2020, and credits Monet for inspiring her to become... Oh, God. Inspiring her to become a wrestler. Exactly.
Oh, sorry. I was off camera when I did that.
Yeah. Wait, what are you giving this one?
I do think Maya did a hell of a job in this match. I think I'm going to go 3.
And I'm not going to give it anything because I couldn't stomach watching Monet after I'd already watched the Bucks.
I'm giving it 3 because I do think this was Maya's coming out party.
Okay.
And she did do a hell of a job.
Well, and here's the other thing. I couldn't watch it after watching the Bucks.
Uh-huh.
And I knew there was a fuckery match coming up.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know how much I could take.
I can't wait to hear you talk about the fuckery match.
All right, biggest takeaways. This was number 1. This was extraordinary match, and Monet deserves plenty. Oh, God. Okay. This was an extraordinary match, and Monet deserves plenty of the credit for it. She made World look like $1 million, and at different points had fans biting on the possibility she might lose. That is the sign of a great performance.
Biting or hoping?
That is the sign of a great
Suck it up.
performer. Okay, 2 biggest takeaway. World shook off early nerves that easily could have derailed her. They certainly would have lesser talented individuals. Her performance Sunday was that of a more mature performer than her relative inexperience would suggest. Okay. Reb, we're to it. We are to the 12-man tag team steel cage match. Team Mark Briscoe versus Team MJF.
Can we take a second to appreciate the match that happened before this between Don Callis and his shirt?
I hoped you had seen that.
Oh, Don.
Oh, Don.
All right, so
Yeah,
just
I
to
saw
run it down,
that.
teams or Briscoe, Darby, Roddy,
Hold on,
Kyle
they have it
O'Reilly.
here.
Oh, they have it
have
there.
it
Okay,
here.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I got ahead of you. You're
You're
the
all
one
right.
reading.
All right, so Team Briscoe was obviously Briscoe, Takeshna, Darby, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Orange Cassidy. So there's Team Briscoe. Team MJF was MJF, duh, Kyle Fletcher, Okada, Kevin Knight, Jake Doyle, and Andrade El Idolo.
I'm sorry. That is a stacked roster on that team.
It really is. All right. First of all, how did you feel about the circular steel cage?
I liked it.
I did too.
I thought it was different, and like I said, I think we discussed this. It didn't like it was just like thrown together.
Right. It looked very well done.
Mm-hmm.
It also looked like it gave them room to do things out on the floor that sometimes I don't think the square one really allows
Yeah,
them
the
to
Hell in
do.
a Cell didn't have that much play.
Right. So, all right. Debuting a new circular steel cage that engulfs the ring, AEW presented a wild and chaotic battle in the night's penultimate showdown.
Penultimate.
Yeah, that word.
Does it say what they actually named this match?
It just says 12-man team steel cage match.
Cage match. Justin Roberts, when he introduced the match, he said it was Death's Door.
Oh, Death's Door. Good God.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so here we go. Chaos ensued, as one would expect from a match of this type, with weapons galore. In a fun spot, the infighting between MJF and Andrade reared its head, with El Idolo getting the upper hand and louder reaction from the crowd.
I did like this because Andrade was trying to do the spot where he took his pants off.
And MJF stopped him.
And Callis is like, why would anyone stop him from taking off his pants?
Right?
It's like, Don, come on. They're going to say he gets his juices flowing.
Right? Okay, Wade. When the heels regained the upper hand, Cassidy produced orange slices from Willow Nightingale for a mid-match hydration break. Then they used the juice and Fletcher's... Then they used the juice and Fletcher's open wound.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Later in the match, Lio Rush appeared, terrifying the heels and taking them out one by one, doing his best Gollum.
For those that didn't see the match, why don't you tell them where he appeared from?
He was in a hockey bag. He was in a hockey bag.
Can I tell you what my first thought was when I saw that spot?
What?
The debut of Spike Dudley in ECW. Because that is how he debuted. Big Dick Dudley carried him to the ring in a bag. And then opened the bag and Spike came out and he went nuts.
I mean, they did throw the bag around beforehand.
Yeah.
Because Roddy did.
Mm-hmm. Roddy was the only one strong enough to carry the thing to the ring.
Yeah, I think so. So Lio Rush doing his best Gollum. He expressed
Leo things.
He desired to have MJF's dynamite ring. I'm sorry, MJF's dynamite diamond ring.
Was it his precious?
But ate a ring. Did you hear them say that if he says it's his precious, they were all going to laugh on the commentary? But he ate a Rainmaker from Okada for his troubles.
Took that thing like a champ, too, by the way.
The heels bagged him back up and chained the duffel bag shut and slid him back under the ring. Okay. A devastating blue thunder bomb from Takeshita to Fletcher gave way to
that
a
looked
big...
good.
Yeah, it did. To a big bump by Knight through the table from the top of the cage and a coffin drop from Allen to the rest of the field.
Now, you're
I know. They didn't say it was... I know. It was an exploding...
There was a booby-trapped backpack on top of the cage.
There was. You know, they left out a lot of parts on this, actually.
They really did.
Did
they mention the Nintendo?
No, they didn't say anything about the Nintendo.
You were mad about that.
Pissed about that. That's old school Nintendo.
I know, right? Now, if they would have put on a Power Glove, then...
Totally different story.
Harley.
No, the other thing they didn't talk about here is just how much of a beast
Jake Doyle
looked in this.
A hoot.
Yeah, because he looked like a beast in this.
Dude, he was the biggest guy in the match, for one thing.
He was. Well, that doesn't say a whole lot. But...
Well, no. It was him or Okada.
Again.
Oh.
Not saying a whole lot. Let's see.
Thank you, Sean. I do appreciate the updates on the Cubs game.
A devastating blue thunder bomb from Takeshita to Fletcher gave way to a big bump by Knight through a table from the top of the cage and a coffin drop from Allen to the rest of the field, which was stupid. In the ring, Briscoe delivered a J-Driller to MJF, but Doyle broke up the fall. The most important spot of the match saw Andrade lay out MJF and reiterate his desire for a title match. A low blow to Doyle set him up for a J-Driller of his own as Briscoe won the war for his team.
Can we appreciate Andrade's shirt real quick?
Fuck MJF, fuck Don.
That shirt is going to sell like hotcakes at any
really
merch stand in the country.
All right. Reb, what would you have given this?
I'm going to be honest with you. For what it was, I actually enjoyed it. I loved the finish with Andrade.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go... And this is actually generous for me for a fuckery match. You know, I'm usually kind of critical. I gave this 3.5.
I think you're going to be real surprised.
Okay.
I gave this 2.5.
Really?
I did.
Now,
here's the thing.
Mark Briscoe did announce he's going to be challenging for the title Wednesday.
Yes.
We have low expectations.
Yes, very low expectations. But I thought it was very good. Like I said, for the fuckery that was in it, or when Takeshita was looking in the backpack when he was when he was face to face with Okada, and he kept digging in the backpack, and he pulled out the middle finger. And I think my other favorite part was when MJF swept the ring.
Yes. Oh, that's the heeliest thing you could do in a hardcore match.
Right? When he swept the ring, got rid of the thumbtacks.
Yeah, and of course Darby gets a thumbtack in his fucking eye.
Of course he does. Hey, he's the dumbass that over-rotated and landed on his face and thumbtacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so top takeaways. And they did give this an A.
Okay, so not far off of your assessment.
So top takeaways. This was phenomenal. The manner in which the match was laid out to weave as many stories as it did throughout, including a big Andrade turn, elevated it well beyond a typical multi-man gimmick match. This was superb storytelling that gave fans a taste of Knight versus Allen, Takeshita versus Fletcher, Briscoe versus MJF, and eventually Andrade versus MJF. Great stuff from a company that sometimes overbooks and loses its focus. That was not the case here. Okay. Takeaway 2. Andrade is hot enough to beat MJF for the title. That is not a sentence that would have been written 2 months ago, which is true.
This is true.
The Knight bump was scary as he only went through one layer of stacked tables.
What did you think of the tables with the logo on them from the DC
It wasn't
MJF.
Slim Jim.
It wasn't Slim Jim. And also, what did you think of the logo with the Speedoed Don Callis shaking hands with the Speedoed MJF?
Yeah, no, thank you.
Don said it was a very accurate rendering of him.
I'm sure he thought so. Briscoe revealed after the match that he wants his title match against MJF Wednesday night on Dynamite. Yeah, no high expectations.
Get it out of the way before Wembley.
Yep. All right, are we ready?
Main event time.
Well, this was the third of the 3 main events that they had.
Last match, main event.
Yeah. So Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay. Bloodied and battered, his neck the target of his opponent throughout the main event, but Will Ospreay weathered the storm and will now challenge for the AEW World Championship at All In on Sunday, August 30th from Wembley Stadium in London after defeating Swerve Strickland. Was there any doubt that it was going to be Will Ospreay? They're in freaking Wembley. There's no doubt, in my opinion.
They've been building this match for 3 years.
Yeah, So the aerial assassin overcame a bloodied forehead and a neck that was constantly under attack from Strickland before utilizing the relentlessness and aggression taught to him by the Death Riders.
That's awful flowery prose there.
He busted Strickland open unforgivingly, unloaded with kicks and rolling elbow to the back of the head, but could not put him away. In return, he ate...
Moxley would hate this. Swerve is the best bleeder in the company.
Yes.
He reminds me of Devon Dudley when he gets juice.
Yes.
Like ECW Devon.
There were puddles.
There were puddles. There were pools.
Ugh.
You had a reflecting pool on the floor of just Swerve Strickland's genetic material.
Although, I will say when Will swung him into the steel steps.
Oh, yeah.
I was so... But then did you see as soon as he fell, he crawled under the ring?
Yep.
Huh. Wonder what he was doing. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. In return, he ate a vicious swerve stomp to the back of the head. Both exhausted, they emptied the proverbial chamber on each other, but were unable to put the other down for the 3 count. The Death Riders surrounded the ring from there, showing solidarity and support for Ospreay. Fired up, the bloodied Brit responded with a I can't talk now. Shift. Then a Death Rider, and finally the Tiger Driver 98 for the win in a legitimate match of the year contender between the 2 elite stars in AEW.
Okay, I'm glad you said of the year contender. I thought you were going to say they thought it was a legitimate match.
Nope. Match of the year contender between the 2 elite stars in AEW. The victor shared a moment with Strickland after the match and celebrated to close out the show. All right. There was a lot of blood in this one. There's a lot of blood. But I will say that I was thankful there wasn't near as much blood in the 12-man match, which I thought there would be more blood. I didn't feel like they overdid the blood on this whole show.
No.
Like, there was no blood leading up to this.
I mean, there's a little with Bandito, but aside from that, I mean...
Oh, but that's a freaking Moxley match. So you expect
I'm glad that they saved the big color for the last match.
Yeah. So what did you think?
I really like this match. I would say I gave this one 2.
I will agree. Now, here's the funny part. They gave this an A+.
I can see where they would go there.
So, here we go. Top takeaway 1. It is for the best that this headlined the show because nothing else was touching it.
I agree with that.
Legit. Ospreay and Strickland left it all in the ring, seeking the win at what would catapult them to the top of the rankings and earn them a shot in the main event of All In London. This was pro wrestling excellence. I don't know if I go that far.
I will say this. I mean, everybody says Adam Page. There is nobody better in the ring for Swerve Strickland than Will Ospreay.
No.
It was Page, it's all blood and stunts and shit. Osprey and Swerve, they're violent, but it's
There's a story.
wrestling. There's story
Yeah.
and there's wrestling.
Yep. I think this kind of buries what's going to happen tomorrow night, but okay.
Uh-huh.
Osprey versus MJF is going to be one of the most important matches in AEW history. ...
If MJF beats Mark Briscoe, right? That's what it says on there?
No.
Oh.
No ...
Come on. Gotta give me the ... Just at least try to kayfabe.
Try. Strickland was excellent and hopefully does not fade into the background coming out of Forbidden Door. He remains a valuable main event attraction for the company, even if he finds himself on the outside looking in at the title picture.
I know that Takeshita and Fletcher have their thing going. I wouldn't hate to see Swerve go after that international championship. Swerve and Takeshita, one-on-one.
Who's got the TNT?
Kevin Knight. He's got Darby, though.
Oh.
I mean, you could go Continental. I don't think Moxley's doing much, but he's a heel.
Mm.
But there's a story because he helped Osprey beat Swerve in the tournament.
Exactly.
So, and they both like to bleed. So,
yeah, have fun, boys.
Dude, it'd be dope.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we got the MVP and the overall grade.
Okay.
So, MVP, who would you have picked?
I think I got to go Osprey.
That is not who Bleacher Report picked.
Please tell me they didn't say Omega.
Nope. I think you will be pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
Maya World.
Okay.
There were plenty of standout performances across the lengthy runtime of Sunday's show, but none jumped off the screen quite like World's. Still early in her career.
Jake Doyle.
Yeah. She sees the opportunity to be in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament, scored the big upsets to get Sunday's match, then came in within seconds of knocking off her inspiration. Yeah.
Well, didn't Athena train her?
Yeah.
And she beat Athena. Nobody's touched Athena for about 5 years.
Right. All while never looking out of place or like she did not belong. On a night where plenty was riding on her ability to deliver a great performance and wrap up the Owen tournament on a high note, she showed up and showed out, proving she has the tools to be one of the top stars for the future of the company that discovered her and gave her a spot on their shows.
Remind me, Minderz, is Maya the one, her and her partner, that took the spot that Tegan Knox walked out on?
Yes.
So talk about capitalizing on an opportunity.
Yes. 8. Okay, overall grade. They gave it an A.
I don't know if I'd give it an A. I mean,
I probably would have given it a B minus.
I would have given it a B flat, like a straight B. I did enjoy this more than a lot of the AW pay-per-views in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
I might have something to do with the fact it's Forbidden Door, so they got guys from New Japan also, and you know how I feel about New Japan. But
yeah.
But aside from the opening match, there wasn't a stinker on the show.
Well,
I mean, I know how you feel with Mercedes, but again, it was counteracted with Maya.
Right. And now I may have to go back and watch that because
you should. Just for Maya alone.
Yeah.
And I want to hear what you think of Mercedes, because there's a couple of spots where she made me nervous.
There's lots of spots where she makes me nervous.
I know, but you'll know what I'm referring to.
AEW on pay-per-view is a sure thing at this point. No promotion in professional wrestling makes their big shows feel more important, with stars delivering their finest.
I don't think. I'm sorry. You're busy having a connection. I'll wait.
With stars delivering their finest performances and a surprise or two elevating the significance of the event. That did not change with Forbidden Door. While there were several matches with little to no bearing on AEW TV for the foreseeable future, the quality was undeniable, and the final 3 matches would have been the best on nearly any other show. Osprey versus Strickland is an instant classic and one of the best in AEW history. Was it a slam dunk that the last few have been? No. Was it still a largely great show? Absolutely, as AEW remains the standard bearer in pro wrestling. pro wrestling pay-per-view events.
I need a second here.
You need a second. I had to read that.
Yeah, I could feel a part of you dying as you were reading that, Minderz. All right, I have a take.
Okay.
As you kind of get your bearings about you. I don't think there's any company right now that's a quote sure thing on pay-per-view. If you take AEW, WWE, and I'll say TNA, NXT, I put with WWE. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like apples, oranges, and bananas as
Right.
far as what you're going to get on the show. And then you add your GCWs, your House of Glories, stuff you get on Triller, and that's a completely different thing altogether.
Mm-hmm. And then you have even your, let's even go further, and you've got your Iron Spirit Pros, your PWEs, Anarchies,
New Way Pro.
That
Now we're going full on indies, but
they've had some bangers that I would put up against.
They have
any other ones. Mm-hmm. Honestly,
there's certain guys that we see on the indies that would thrive in any of these major companies right now.
Yeah,
if they could be booked properly. And that's always the caveat.
That's the bigger kicker.
I'm just going to throw a name out. Devontae Knox.
Oh,
probably
he's so good.
Right now, I put him maybe the best wrestler in the Midwest right now.
He's so good.
So good. But if he goes to AEW,
he's going to get lost.
He's going to get lost. Tony's not going to know what to do with him. That's the thing. It's not a knock on Devontae's talent. Tony doesn't know what to do with people. If they're not from WWE.
Well, maybe something will come out of Devontae going down to Booker's school there for a while.
Maybe. Oh, dude, if Trauma Unit could get a shot.
If they could just get a shot.
Just go to the PC for a month and work out with these people.
Oh, my God. The only other one I could think of that I think has all the pieces too, and you're going to be surprised, and if you tell him I said this, you're going to have to clip it because I will deny it. Ben Trust.
Uh-huh. Did you notice he has a t-shirt that describes me?
He does?
It says tall, jack, tan, and handsome.
Yeah. That describes you to a T, Reb.
Uh-huh. Can I throw another name at you? Camaro Jackson. Grand Regent. We honor the Grand Regent Minderz.
We do honor the Grand. Even Jimmy Carrot. You can't not throw him in there.
I think Tony could have a field day with Jimmy Carrot. With all the fuckery that he has.
Jimmy Carrot and Leo Rush.
Jimmy and Mark Briscoe.
Yeah. Let all those guys work together.
Yeah. Minderz, we're rolling up right on 3.5 hours. I'm gonna say let's table Raw and SmackDown. There wasn't a whole lot to talk about. I'll just say they announced 3 matches for SummerSlam this weekend.
Yes.
Io and Liv for the Women's World Championship.
Yep.
Seth and Roman for the world title.
Yep.
Oba versus Brock Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
So that's where we're going. Oba's getting his title shot, but it's not going to be at SummerSlam.
No. And I have a feeling he's going to be a headliner, and it won't be the first match. If it's
Hell in a Cell, probably not.
Yeah, it's Hell in a Cell.
I can see Roman and Rollins starting. Well, no, it's 2 nights.
It's 2 nights.
Oba and Brock probably main event night 1.
Actually, I could even see. They've done a Hell in a Cell second match.
Yeah.
It was Trish and Becky.
Well, that's true. But that's Trish and Becky. That's not Brock and Oba.
I can't see.
Not to sound like a chauvinist or nothing, but the build for Brock and Oba is so much better than what Becky and
I can't see Brock hanging out until 10 o'clock.
Then he would open. First match. Just get it out of the way.
That's what I'm saying. I can't see Brock hanging out the entire night.
That's the thing. Brock, he works so smart nowadays. He's like, let's just get this shit over with and I'll go back to the hotel.
Right, exactly.
Minderz, we're going off 3.5 hours. So
Do you want
what
to
do you
table your
say?
what if? We can even table the what if for. We can do
Well,
Hall
no.
of Fame and what if. Oh,
Well, let's do the what if just because I've got something juicy.
okay.
All right, but Minderz, as usual, I do have a question.
Uh huh.
Are you ready for the main event?
Why, yes, of course, Emil, I am.
Okay, and I still don't have a what if like open like bumper thing. So we're just gonna or wait, I think I do. It's on the other thing. Hang on 1 second. There we go.
There you.
All right. JTR, what if? We only done this once because we only do this on odd month.
When we have 5
Tuesday.
weeks.
Yes. Now I'm really curious if we can make it to 4 hours. But
We might.
I don't know. I don't think this will take that long. But I do have a fun subject.
Okay.
And what's funny is I thought of this before what I'm going to show you. But our subject today, Minderz, is what if Paul Heyman got control of TNA in 2010? Did you know this was an option?
I did not know this was an option.
Okay. Well, Minderz, you're going to be proud of me because Paul Heyman went on Insight with Chris Van Vliet a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Very fun
I
interview.
like that Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah. Well, this subject came up. And the funny thing, it came up after I had already thought of doing this bit. So it's kismet. But on a chance, and I'm saying this so it's on the record, I hit up Chris on Instagram and I asked him permission to use a clip from that episode where Paul's talking about this.
Uh-huh. Did we
he
get approval?
I got approval. He was very cool about it. So I'm going to throw to a clip from, I think it was 2 weeks ago on Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Paul Heyman talking about what would have happened if he would have gone for TNA.
Okay.
So here we go.
At what point did TNA reach out? Was this ever a possibility? No, I didn't ask that.
2010?
Yeah? Were you ever close to working with TNA?
Depends on the perspective of the person that you're asking. You're asking me, was I ever close? I don't know. I certainly told them what my 5-year plan was. And I talked about this on Ariel Helwani's podcast back then. Going to get rid of everybody under over 40. Going to get rid of all the legends. Going to keep one. Back then, they had way too many legends.
At that point, yes.
It was an old timers game, and some of them had years left to give, but they got lumped in with the other veterans, so they seemed older than they were.
And the magic of TNA in that like 05 to 09-ish time was a lot of those up and comers.
Take a look at that roster.
Oh my God. Yes.
And what could have been done with them. But instead they were all playing second fiddle to these big names from the Attitude Era that were no longer relevant or no longer had the cachet to present innovative, progressive storylines that would capture the imagination of a new audience. They had a niche. They served the niche. They were never going to expand from it. Narrowcasting versus broadcasting. I wanted a piece of the company. I wanted the Dana White deal. And I wanted the ability in 36 months to their CFO was named Dean Broadhead, I believe, and to take the company public. I had a meeting with Spike TV at the time, wanted their sign off for what I wanted to do creatively, because it wouldn't work without their sign off. Again, having to appease all masters, and also wanted to know if they were willing to buy in. Should we take the company public 3 years after I start my run in the creative process? what it boiled down to was TNA did not want to let go of the legends. Did not want to forsake the appearances by the legends on the television show. Did not want the legends to be fed to the younger guys. So the AJ Styles and the Samoa Joes and all the young talent that was there was always going to be secondary to the legends. And therefore, you've capped. You're stuck. You've hit the glass ceiling every time. That's it. Can't go any further. And I had already been out of this industry for several years. And if I was going to come back, let alone come back as the booker, but head of creative, head of content, however you want to designate that role. If I'm going to come back, I wasn't coming back to fail. And to book the Legends Tour, to me, there was nothing else I could offer them. They had that already down pat. Mazel tov, sei gesund, congratulations. But if you want my input, we're going in a completely different direction. And it's going to be a different style. And it's going to separate itself from what WWE is offering, or all you're getting is WWE Light.
Yeah. And then after that, TNA entered some dark years. Like the storylines were not great. And I'm a huge TNA fan.
So there's a lot to unpack there, Minderz.
There is. Because, okay, so let's go through who the roster was. So he mentioned Samoa Joe. He mentioned AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm. You got Rob Van. Now this is 2010 pre-Hogan.
Okay.
This was before Hogan got brought in. I guess they had reached out to Heyman. So if we're
Okay.
talking late 2009, early 2010, you're talking about Kazarian and Eric Young, Bobby Roode, Jay Lethal, the Machine Guns. The Dudleys were still there. I mean, that would have been right in Heyman's wheelhouse.
Yeah. And Bubba and Devon would have done anything for them, for him.
Yeah, Abyss. Think what Heyman could have done with Abyss.
Oh, God.
And this is before Van Dam debuted. He talked about keeping one legend on there. And I can't figure out if he's talking about Kurt Angle or Sting. I'm half inclined to say it might be Sting.
Yeah, I don't think him and Angle really had a great working relationship.
I think they kind of, but ever since Angle was in the house during the crucifixion, I think it might have been a little
I don't think they ever.
But Heyman had great business with Sting, though, in the early 90s, WCW.
Yeah.
Then you throw in, you got the Knockouts. You got Gail Kim, Beautiful People, Kong. I mean, they had a real wealth of young talent in TNA in 2009 going into 2010.
But they didn't want to not put over who?
They didn't. I think Sting was a big one. I think Angle was a big one. Jarrett, I think, to an extent.
I wondered if that was one of them.
Yeah, but Jarrett wasn't above putting over the young guys. He put the world title on AJ a handful of times off of him.
Yeah, but would he have done it if it wasn't suiting what he wanted his story to be?
That's a good question. That's a fair question.
I guess I could always see Jarrett. He would put over the younger guys, if it fit his narrative. Like if it fit the story that he wanted to tell, I could see Jarrett being open to that.
I would love to get a chance to ask Jarrett what he knew about the Heyman scenario, because what Paul talks about is mostly the Carters, Dixie and her family, who were the owners of TNA. Right. They don't talk about Jarrett. I mean, Jarrett was the founder, but he didn't have a whole lot to do with like management at that point. But yeah, you look at some of the guys that were there, and then you like juxtapose them into how they would have been in like ECW in the mid to late 90s. Like take like a prime Samoa Joe from TNA and teleport him to 1998 ECW, and how Heyman would have booked him. He would have booked him like a killer. He would have booked him like Taz.
Well, that was exactly. I was thinking of the match. I was like, okay, Taz and Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Taz and Rhino, or Samoa Joe and Rhino.
Yeah. Now we've seen Samoa Joe and Rhino, but that was TNA Rhino. We didn't see Man Beast.
Yeah, not Man Beast.
No.
Not
Shit.
after Rhino went to WWE. We saw, because that was what you got in TNA. Was
Yeah.
Rhino after WWE.
Think about, take Abyss from then, put him in 1998, put him with Dreamer. Dreamer's the most sympathetic babyface in the world, and put him against a fucking monster that's going to just eat him alive.
Now, do you put Cyrus in Abyss's corner, though?
I wouldn't. No, Sinister Minister's right
No.
there.
I was going to say Sinister Minister would have been.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if the tag team would have been Sinister Minister with, and he had Abyss and Mikey, and Mikey is laughing?
Oh, that's a headful.
Isn't it?
All right. Well, let's go back to TNA though, because they mentioned, Chris said in the interview, like after 2010, they went through some shit years, especially 2010, 20 up until about 2013 when Aces and Eights started up. They were really kind of plateaued.
When was the Sting and Jeff Hardy?
That was 2011.
Yeah, so that was in that era.
Yeah, that was right in the thick of the Hogan era.
Ugh.
When Hogan and Bischoff were essentially running creative. And then Aces and Eights was a pick-me-up in 2013. And then after that was done, AJ went to Japan, and then they kind of went back to another plateau until probably 2018, I would say. Probably a good 4 or 5 years where it was rough. Like coming out of COVID, they really got to pick me up in TNA.
Yeah.
That's when they got the Briscoes and they got Rich Swann. They got Omega for the exposure at very least.
Yeah.
I mean, the AEW relationship was just really a lose for TNA in the long run because they didn't get anything out of it. They just gave up a lot.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot more out of this WWE deal.
I think they are too. Being able to bring the WWE people in that have
and get their people on their programming.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess my question is,
but would Paul have been the same type of booker? Would he have?
I think he would have been a smarter booker. And number one, he wouldn't be in charge of the purse strings.
Well, that's true. If we
The
could
rubber
get him
checkbook
out of
go back in the drawer.
Yeah, if we get rid of the checkbook on him.
Kind of a reverse Tony Khan situation. Let Tony handle the finances, but have him hire a booker.
Right.
With Heyman, it's the
and then
exact
stay
opposite.
out of it. But stay out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then with Heyman, the opposite. Take away the money, let him be in charge of creative.
Yeah.
Here's my question. If, like I said, I think he'd be a smarter booker in TNA than ECW because he has a very different roster of talent than what he had in ECW.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. I mean, taking away your Shane Douglases and your Jerry Lynn's, Van Dam's, what have you.
Well, yeah, but hold on. Just stop for a second. I see where you're going with this. But you could almost take Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You have your Van Dam. There's your Amazing Red.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the other one you said? Abyss could have been your Sandman.
I think James Storm would be your Sandman.
Okay, James Storm would be your Sandman. But, it's like, can you take that roster and plug them into, and not like coattail them into that position, I guess would be the word.
Well, let me pivot here. So he said he wanted to focus on the young talent.
Mm-hmm.
So let's think about who he could have brought in, not just who was there. You don't think he couldn't have got the Briscoes into TNA?
That was the biggest one I wondered about, actually.
Punk goes away from WWE. You don't think he's going to TNA? Call Paul up, say, hey, I got a beef. Let's put me on TV.
Right?
I mean, just all the guys in Ring of Honor.
I say, what about like Bryan Danielson?
Aries. It could have gone 5 years earlier.
You know what the best thing about
I know
Aries
the
is.
good thing about Austin Aries and the bad thing about Austin. But in 2010, he was so good.
Well, but maybe too, had it been Paul doing the booking, maybe we wouldn't have the Austin Aries problem.
Maybe.
You know, you just kind of wonder then, okay, if he would have brought all these people up, what type of career
Popular?
would they have had? What type of career would they have had?
I mean, I saw the Machine Guns and the Briscoes in 2007 for Ring of Honor. One of the best tag matches I've ever. I put it up there with the Southern Boys and Midnight Express for tag team matches.
Mm.
In fact, that may have to be an Extreme F review someday. Just watch that match.
Let's do it. I like it. Let's do it.
But this is 2010. Both teams matured. They're both very different, and I think it would have been a better match. And they had rematches in 08.
And they're both still nuts.
Yeah.
They might have matured, but they're both still nuts.
Yeah, it just to this it kills me every day thinking about what Jay Briscoe could have done, even in AEW.
Yeah. If they would have just let him.
Yeah, because now Tony wanted him. Tony tried to get Jay Briscoe in. It was fucking Time Warner had to stick up their ass about it. But that's a different what if. What if Jay Briscoe goes to AEW? That'd probably be our next what if. But yeah, this is one of those things. Heyman to TNA is one of those. Man, if this would have happened, how would things have been different? Would there be an AEW?
See, there may not have been.
Would TNA have grown? He said he won't take the company public after 3 years. What if they had grown to that level?
Yeah.
Would there be a GCW? Where would the Indies be at this point? There's so many. We call this segment "What If" for a reason.
Yeah. What if?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think the Indies would really be anywhere else. I really don't. Just because
if ECW would still be a thing, maybe it'd be different.
Maybe.
TNA is a different animal than ECW.
Yes.
Even with Heyman. Does he bring in Joey Styles to be commentary?
God, I hope so.
Dude, give me Joey and Cyrus on commentary.
You mean Don Callis?
Well, Don Callis, yeah. Would they have a spot for Joel Gertner?
Right?
Would Joel Gertner get away with what he used to get away with on Spike TV?
Would we ever have to deal with Excalibur?
Oh, Excalibur. Would Shivani still be slinging coffee at Starbucks and calling minor league baseball? And I'm not knocking that he's calling minor league baseball before he got back into wrestling, because I love to call minor league baseball.
Yeah.
But it's just so many questions. It's easy to get carried away with it. This would be a fun thing, just if we're ever out at Hoot Hall, just the four of us, just throwing this around. How would this change? How would this happen? What would they do?
How would it have changed?
How would it have changed?
But then you also have to look at it, though. Would it have really changed for the better, or would it have been worse?
How can you tell? How do you know?
Yeah, you never know. What we see is what happened. But how do we know that Paul wouldn't have went power crazy? How do we know?
Paul was always nuts.
Well, I know Paul's always nuts, but you just never know. Does does NXT ever actually form?
Who knows? Paul always had a good relationship with Vince. Maybe he would have worked out like this deal they have now.
Mm-hmm.
What if they made that happen 15 years ago?
Exactly.
And also, who would be working under Paul? Would it be Dreamer? I mean, we all know the story about Tommy saying he wanted to go take a gun to WrestleMania and shoot Paul on pay-per-view.
Right. But it
Which I never can tell
also,
if he was bullshitting or not.
but Dreamer's also been extremely loyal to Paul too.
Mm-hmm. And was pretty loyal to TNA.
Right.
Last week notwithstanding.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's one of those things that was lost to time, I suppose. But
I would be interested to get AJ and Bari's take on it though.
yeah.
And if you're listening to this and you want to put something in the comments,
yeah,
please do.
All right.
But
Minderz, we're coming up on 3 hours, 46 minutes, 50 seconds.
this is almost as long as that one where you read all the independents for the.
Well, we're going to add an hour to this because we're putting the RCD interview on. So this is going to be almost a 5-hour episode.
Yes, let's get out of here.
All right. We are going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody who stuck around with us through all of this. When we have a week off, we have a lot of shit to make up for.
Yeah.
But thanks everyone for joining us. Tomorrow night on the Independent Wrestling Shootout, we are going to be joined by the North American Deathmatch Ace, the Duke of Hardcore, John Wayne Murdoch. It is confirmed, Minderz. I talked to him yesterday.
Yay!
We are going to be recording our Extreme FN review for this week. It's going to be a piggyback on our Extreme FN salute to Chris Candido because we were heartbroken we could not work in a match with Tracy Smothers. So we're doing Tracy and Candido, the ladder match for Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Nice.
I cannot wait for your opinion on everything about it. But in the meantime, it is almost 9:48 p.m. Central Time here, so we are going to get out of here.
I'm hungry and I need to pee.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for joining us. Until next time, as always, for Minderz, this is Reb. Reminding y'all, life is hard, work stiff. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.